Get your ass up.
Roll out.
Out the bed.
Roll out.
You smell.
Roll out.
Your feet.
Roll out.
Stink.
Roll out.
Mama's here.
Roll out. Hey, but we on the west side, y'all.
Not raining today, bitches.
Hey.
It's a balmy 74.
California
Say what?
knows how to party. California
Knows what?
knows how to party.
With excitement.
In the city.
Where?
City of Indio.
Whoa.
In the city.
Where?
City of Kerman.
Hey.
In the city. City of Compton.
We keep
Now
it
watch me get this shit. Watch me get this.
We keep it walking.
I want to take the time. I want to welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West.
Almost
1, 2, 3. Make your hips move.
My bad. Roll out with them hips, nigga.
What the fuck is going on?
This one day he out of sync.
This motherfucker is out of sight. The fuck was that? Buttons is crossed up.
DJ lost in thought.
God damn.
Everybody told me that music.
John, what you doing tomorrow?
No, basically, my needle is for other things.
John gets it more now that he sits in here.
You know, there's a young lady going, I can't wait for John to call me. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
She's a little hot whore of mine.
Some girls going, he's a beast. Take his glasses off,
Yeah,
girl.
they call me Mr. Spatula in the room. I know how to flip a bitch.
You never thought this was going to happen. You were like a safe behind the glass wall and never have to come in this fucking room. It's all fucking. Anyway, it's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole.
Yes, it is.
It's Speedy and Friends, and I be Speedy.
Yeah.
It's the funniest 4 hours of your day.
I wanted to say up in this beyond.
I'll get to
Skipped
that in a
all
second.
through that shit.
Well, he fucked up. The DJ set the tone.
So you gonna make two wrongs?
Mm-hmm. Just make it right. It's the funniest 4 hours of your day. What you do the other 20 is your business. But we got you on the first phone. If you're supposed to be there right now, you be late. So just stick around, hang out in the car, listen to us, fuck it. You can go fill out another application. Well, I don't even know if you can do applications no more. You have to go
Online.
Yeah, you can't just walk in and fill out an application.
No, you sure can't.
Why?
Go to a mom and pop store, you can.
Yeah.
And they get that look up and down.
Turn around. Can you be here Wednesday? Pull your pants up, boy, and come to work Monday.
It's Speedy and Friends, and I be
Speedy.
up in this.
Bitch. Pew, 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 pew.
A lot of cleavage showing there, Mark. Look here.
You change your name, baby?
No, that's the shirt. It
Good, your
didn't
blip ain't got nothing on you.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm running out of clothes.
Hey, keep running.
Running all
Keep
out of
running, honey.
I am.
You see, John won't even look towards you. He's like, he's trying to find
not
shit to do.
again.
Hey, shit on them screens. Them screens is dark.
It's totally my kryptonite right in front of you.
You think I was upset about losing that seat, John? I'm like, hey, that's my get down. Titties in the morning.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, you're not. You keep wearing that shit. You got a sheet at home. Put it on.
It's totally unprofessional to stare, but to look is amazing.
And you know his glasses put a little bit more on it. So.
3D.
He's seeing pimples and
I don't have no pimples. Don't say
birthmarks. And
that. I don't have those either.
Yes, you do there.
Those are nipples and birthmarks.
in the building from D.C., home of the Go-Go. It is New Music Tuesday.
Yes, it is.
And what you got for us, Howie?
Maybe some Pooh Bear. I done drank the Kool-Aid. I'm in. So, good shit, man.
So you like the song because it's a big dick. That's what it sound like to you.
So it's contradicted. Did you hear Big Dick?
I thought it said country chick.
That too.
I said country dick.
That's what you thought. Pooh Bear.
Good song, good artist, good writer, good producer.
All right, cool.
Shout out to DC.
Huh?
We getting over the collapses we had. Wizards and Caps done.
Yeah, you guys suck.
Oh yeah, man. Mr. Teeter there, the 61 Lost fan there.
You did hear the gunshots. They're back.
Guys suck.
Gunshots.
Wizards suck. Clippers suck.
We're not even in that.
Clippers
segment.
are not from D.C.
Okay, that's
Don't matter.
Yeah, we'll
the
move
news.
on. Moving on to Seattle. Well, you guys should say them too. Anyway,
Hey,
all the way from the state of Seattle, where the sun shines every blue moon.
Seattle's a full-blown state?
Well,
It's a state of mind.
the state
Oh,
of
okay.
You're stupid.
Give it up for Kanisha Buss.
Hey.
Back at it and a good girl in my
Y'all know about this Nicki Minaj and Beyonce, Feeling Myself. Hey.
Show me how you do it.
They turn it up.
Damn.
Oh, I'm doing
Feeling
myself.
myself, Jack Rabbit, feeling myself.
Wow. Look at those.
Jack off, he be thinking about me when he works.
This is my new shit. Wax off.
The national anthem, hats off, then I curve that like a bad horse. Let me get another.
I see you, Buster. You got some moves over there.
Go. Wax on, wax off, baby.
I know you didn't hit me with the shower, but you did.
You guys wait till you hit the chorus on this motherfucker. That shit hit.
Shabba.
Let me get a chorus.
You hear Beyonce? Hey, feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my
Wow, look at her.
I'm feeling
She's channeling. Look at her.
Spirit fingers.
myself. I'm feeling myself.
Almighty Isis. Jeez,
I really
Louise.
like that song.
I really like when
I
you
saw
dance.
it.
Look like it made your knee feel good.
I started to tip you.
Well.
Oh, wait, you got change for a $2 bill?
I thought I was
Get
gonna
all
pull
my money.
I was gonna pull my tip out.
Oh.
There you go.
As if there's more after that.
Hey, mushroom boy.
Anyway,
Tippy Taroo.
in the building from the pride of Crenshaw High School. Show your love for Teeter.
Good morning. Good mid-morning. This is that new one. Snoop, D.O.G. and Gwen Stefani.
Oh.
It gets no better than this. Great collabo. I'm feeling Pharrell on the production. Good morning, good mid-morning. TDP, Mr. 123 Knox, baby. Stand at the top of the comedy cast away for the next topic to tackle in the morning. Good morning, Puerto Rico. Hey, I see you, girl. If you don't get off that plantain, girl.
Did Pharrell do the whole album?
I'm not finished, bitch. Speedy was serious, too.
Turned his face away.
That was so classic. To all the girls out there who went to their second prom, I know what that's all about. Daddy, I'm popular.
That's fucked up.
Everybody wants to go to the prom.
That's so fucked up.
I got my dress out the cleaners on time. Don't be looking at your phone, boy. Pay attention to this goddamn rollout. Daddy, I'm going to another prom on Thursday.
Inside joke, listeners.
Good morning, good mid-morning, TDP right here. Thank you, Gigi, always, for that. Turn that up, boy. Come and play with T. Run away. This is a banger out there. Daddy, the proms are nice. The boy said I'm a great kisser.
For those of y'all that don't know,
Don't say it, though.
don't say it.
We'll get to it later.
He's in his feelings right now.
Texting and shit.
The emotions of a proud father right here.
Did you go to school today? God damn it!
No, I'm popular. Honest.
Anyway,
It's a prom on Tuesday night, Daddy.
it is new Music Tuesday.
They said I can wear what I want to wear.
I heard this over the weekend, and I thought it was kind of dope. So go ahead.
Now, what part of the ride with a young lady do you play this?
No, this is just riding. And be like, yeah, I wish this bitch would know. Get the fuck out after we get done. Yeah. So
So you ain't man enough to play it before you hit.
no. After I hit,
Ooh.
I go to my CD player, hit play.
Why you can't play it before? You ain't confident.
Okay.
You know what? He does it in his mix. You know, he take one song to have sex, and the second song is this.
Wow.
And so she just gets right up. You don't even got to do it.
Wow, Speedy.
Have it on your mix.
Yeah, but that one song is Devotion Live.
One song sucker.
Anyway. Okay, just to get y'all caught up, listeners. So my daughter texted me and said, Dad, I went to another prom. I'm like, that's not good.
What's not good about
What's
it,
not good
Speedy?
about it?
You can't be going two different
She's a
proms.
very
Yeah, you can.
she's a very lovely young lady. So I mean, guys, guys are shy. They don't want. If she went, and can I ask her, could she go with me? And I'll go. You're reading too much into that.
Yeah, all the other girls are taken. Could you go to my prom with me?
They have chaperones and all that. So it's
I appreciate you cleaning it up. A minute ago, you was
well, that's the comedy part of it. But
Right.
this is the serious
shit
part.
talked out of you.
I'm sure she got home at an appropriate hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Daddy, I saw the sun come up.
That's not funny.
It's amazing.
That's not funny.
What?
Because you don't have no kids, so this is hilarious. Well, you have two little nieces.
Oh, it's not funny, but you can
Three.
talk about Mark's son every day.
Ooh.
Well, he went to a prom with a dude. So.
Bang, bang, bang. Always miss them shots.
His suit was better than mine.
All right, show your love for Carl and Carl. The announcement when they come in.
They skip it in.
Give it up for Mark III and Mark Jr.
Yeah.
I'll never forget about my dad and my sisters in 2011.
Oh, hilarious.
You gonna take your sister to a prom? I was like, and I've never talked back to my dad, but that was the one time I was like, I can't do that, Dad. What the fuck you mean you can't do that? I said, I got friends. I'm on the basketball team. I can't take that L.
No.
He thought about it. He went, yeah, well, I guess the bitch ain't gonna go. So my sister,
Wow.
she's at home crying. I was like, hey, you not gonna take me? No, can't do that. I'm in 11th grade. Shit going good for me right now. Can't take you to the prom. That's a L.
What's the L about it?
Nigga, I'm somebody.
It doesn't matter because Derek Stencil, when we went to school
You
together,
act like I know him.
it don't matter. He was,
He said like, Derek Stencil.
he was homecoming king, and he was one of the most. I was queen, and he was king, and he was one of the most popular boys in our school. But he took his little sister to prom. He took his
he was the
11-year-old
senior
sister to prom.
So look what I'm a junior. My sister's a senior.
So you go. That's dope. You're the junior at the senior prom.
No. I'm trying to fuck afterwards. So my sister would mess that up.
How?
How?
She's my sister.
It ain't your prom.
You know this happened many years ago. Ain't like we can change this shit right now.
yeah.
You act like I can go back.
It was
and go
all
do
set up a win-win for you.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, but neither one of y'all graduated. You can still go to the prom.
Do you know all the emotional women that would have been so touched that you took your sister? You'd have just got some on GP.
He don't know. Could have pulled the tip
that's
out.
so sweet. You took your sister. I'm gonna give you
Yes,
some.
that
You missed
it will.
all that.
That's how Derek was. Everybody was like, "Oh, you took your You get
Let me
get
call
all
my
that
sister
love.
right quick.
All the
I
girls.
apologize. No, I couldn't do it. I wasn't thinking like that.
Yeah, but all the girls would have been all over you. They would have just thought
Yeah.
you were the most dopest dude ever. I would have.
Your senior year would have just been off the chain.
Yeah. You don't know.
So you would have took your sister to the prom.
Yeah.
The fuck up.
You win.
At Crenshaw.
Man. You know how many beautiful women is at those functions? Boy, they all dressed up, ready to get
But they were on
turned
dates.
out. Not up, out.
They on dates. But I couldn't do it, so I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, sis.
Well, your daughter's
you
making
ain't.
up for it.
She 50 something now. I think
She's covering.
I think she got over it.
She's gotten over it.
She wrote it in her book, but I think she's getting over it. That's what my sister wrote a book about our family. They're like, bitch, we ain't know. How do you write a book about us? Well, I'm just need to tell how it was.
Okay.
You wasn't even there the whole time. You came late.
It's from her perspective.
Right.
Nah, she can't. Nigga, we're a nobody family. And you wrote a book about a nobody
Why
family.
would you say it's a nobody family? Because y'all not the Jacksons?
Yeah, we the Caldwells.
Okay.
There it is right there.
Aren't you proud?
We the Caldwells.
Aren't you proud to be a Caldwell?
We're the Caldwells. We ain't ready shit about the Howards.
Not yet.
You or Terrence.
Did y'all have a pigeon coop or anything? Y'all didn't have no?
No.
None?
My dad was just a regular middle class family.
Y'all didn't raise pit bulls?
Nope.
None of that?
All the dogs we had, my dad felt they needed to be chained up in the back. He'd chain him up to the tree.
Oh, wow.
And you know that chain eventually gets smaller and smaller, and next thing you know, he on the tree.
Go down and loosen the dog.
And he ate what we ate. We had chitlins, he had chitlins.
Right.
He had the same diet plan as us.
Healthy Caldwell diet.
My dad didn't believe in no dog food and that. I was like, Dad, dog eat dog food. Get the shit off the table. What the fuck you think that is?
So none of them Lauren Green commercials of Alpo.
No,
made no dent.
no. Sometimes now he'd get the little can, but it was it was meat byproducts, soy, whatever the fuck's in the
$900 for $1.
Yeah, in the big case. And then when he had the can opener, sometimes it didn't work, so he had to just kind of
Peel it with the fork.
man. That dog looked at us like real, and then he didn't have no bowl.
Aluminum chips all in the food.
Just dug a hole in the field.
Put it in right on the dirt.
He ate it.
He didn't have a choice. And I tell you what, the time, so we had a poodle. I don't know how he got it. We always had German Shepherds, so we got a poodle this time. And he was little, so we gave him a bath. So my dad don't believe in dogs being in the house, so we gave him a bath and set him outside.
That didn't dry him off or nothing?
Nah, we figured the wind would do that. Came outside.
Let him do his own little twist.
We never gave our dog a bath. Well, never. He never had a bath.
We walk outside and the little dog's eyes had popped out.
Oh.
Yeah, he took. So my dad took the dog for a ride.
Look out, John, looking at
Sorry,
you.
John. I knew the white guys were like, oh my God!
Your community is terrible.
So, John, that's why he don't want his sister to write this book.
So my dad,
ASPC coming to that
my
book
dad
now.
said, put the dog in the car. We were like, where are you taking the dog? And that dog never came back. He's somewhere in the parking lot right now.
That's cool.
That's what you do. You tell the kids. I know my son's grandfather told him, said, Jake was a child and shit. He took Jake for a ride. My son was about 8 years old. Jake ran away, so.
And I helped.
What a gate big as hell. Jake ran away, Dad. Oh, really?
Is that what they told you?
Is that what Dad told you?
Yeah,
See,
black
my
families-
sister's cat, she just told my nephew that the cat is in some secret training program and he's going to be an undercover cat. And this motherfucker is believing all this shit. So,
How old is
he? How old is my nephew now? I think he's like 7, 8. But he's believing that his cat is out.
You know that's
his
not
name
good.
is Thor, and he's out training to be an undercover
You
cat.
know that's not good.
What, that he believes that?
Yeah.
I don't know, but she
He got
and-
imaginary friends.
He
too,
tell
trust
all
me.
his friends that shit.
yeah, and so she
Nigga, my cat is
And then
a
they tell their
superhero.
mom, I want to send my cat to the secret training.
Yeah. she posts the videos on
She's doing too
YouTube
much.
telling,
She's
you know,
doing too
like,
much.
so Thor, because it's called Saving Thor. So right now he thinks his cat is at a undercover cat program.
Oh, that's sweet.
And right now he's pushing up worms.
Well, she's trying to find another cat that looks just like him. Yeah. And then she's going to bring that cat.
Oh, that should be easy.
Yeah.
The thing about girls, they just, I don't know what it is. A young girl, they just can't wait to tell the fucking bad news. Like the little one, the hamster died, right? So had to get rid while she was at school. So she come, where's my hamster? Look, the hamster. I'm like, the hamster ran away, Speedy. I'm on that.
Yeah.
Here come her sister. He died when you was at school.
What the fuck are you saying? You at home. How'd you let the hamster die? You fed him too much?
No, I don't. I don't know what happened. That motherfuckers just die. Hamsters die. Shit dies.
So you walk in,
The motherfucker on the wheel upside down.
Feet up, huh?
he treadmilling with God.
Man. I'm like,
Rigor mortis all up in the motherfucker.
I'm like, well, at least he went working out.
So you walk in, do you get rid of him or you
I got emotional, Speedy. I was just like, because I like the little dude too, you know?
walk past, he on the wheel?
You got the little bottle thing where you go little suck his little water, fuck around with the little chips, he be digging like he burning rubber. Then he get on his wheel, get down a little bit, walk around, look up, raise up, give him a little sip of water, dig out of the little wood chips, get back on the wheel.
Come in there one morning.
Man, that dude is laying upside down on the wheel.
Head upside down on the wheel, and the wheel's still swinging back and forth.
He just died.
No, it's going back and forth always.
He died when you was at school. Like, oh, that's fucked.
Tongue out.
Crazy. Fucking little girls, man, they don't give a fuck. They want you to see that. They want to see that pain in your eyes.
My daughters their mom had one of them little Chihuahua dogs, a little tiny one. And he ran away. Nigga, the first minute he jumped out the truck, he bent the corner. So they stand there going, "Come back." I said, "I don't think he coming back," because he looked back to them and said, "I'm out."
Well, shit.
He saw him shoot down the street. Go ahead.
I was going to say, this is why I don't do pets, because I get really, really attached. And I had a cat named Six Paw because he had 6 fingers instead of 5. And he had got
6
what?
paw and fingers.
Yeah, 6 paw.
Paws turning into fingers.
Well, you know,
Stay with the story.
you know what I mean.
Speaking of
He
writing
had
a
an
book.
extra.
You need to write a book on your life.
Anyway, so Six Paw get hit by the car outside, and you would have thought my mother was slain in the street because I was on both knees, just like screaming, acting a fool, falling out. I couldn't breathe. Why this nigga get up and take off?
When them lives kicked in, I got 8 more, bitch. Trust me.
6 paws, but I got 9 lives.
But everything was in slow motion to me, and then he got up.
But look, and then you went, "I'm going in." 6 Paw, let me know when you coming up.
And they wear me like in college. I had a hedgehog and stick bugs. Hedgehog, Sonika was her name.
Yeah, what?
A hedgehog with the quills, like it looks almost like a porcupine.
How you get that? On purpose?
Yeah.
How you
How the
get
fuck
that?
you get
Niggas just come over and be like, "Yo, what the fuck is that?" When it would be out the cage.
How do you get a hedgehog?
From the pet store.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
How you gonna ask and then say they can't?
You can't buy a hedgehog.
Yes, you can.
Just thinking of a pig you buy, eat, make bacon out of and shit.
Not a hog, a hedgehog. It looks like a porcupine. It has the quills and all
Yeah,
that.
but how can you buy that?
You
She
buy
just
it.
told
I thought
you,
they had
boy.
the zoo.
You give them
No.
money and they hand it to you.
Anyway, so Sonika, she would be, so we had her and the stick bugs. And
What is a stick bug?
a stick bug, or they look like walking sticks. They look like sticks, but they're alive.
Why would you have?
Because those are fun.
Who are you?
Anyway, so
Fuck.
I didn't know how they played dead, and what they do is I was cleaning the
stick
tank,
bug.
and I took him out, and I took one of them out, to clean it, and I hit him, and I thought I killed him because they turned into a stick, and I was just crying and everything, and I was
Over
trying to
a
wake up.
stick bug.
Well, he still has a life, Speedy, and he was my friend, and
He has a soul.
You asshole.
and I couldn't, and I was like doing this, but he was just kept playing
bug.
like he was just a dead stick. And then he got up, and I was so happy, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you tricked me!"
Like playing possum.
So,
So a stick bug made you emotional.
yes, that's what they look like.
Yeah.
A
Always.
stick bug.
Well, he was my friend. I took care of him. If you're taking care of life and you think you killed
It's a
something,
bug.
no, it's not. Like that rooster that was crowing outside. I was in 17 and I had a yo-yo, and because I used to yo-yo a lot. It was a Kahlua yo-yo, and the dudes behind my house used to
Girl.
fight chickens, and so the rooster was outside crowing, and I just threw the yo-yo because I wanted to scare him,
Right.
and I hit him in the head and said, "Nope," and he looked right at me and fell out and died, and I was depressed for 2 weeks.
I'm going to play dead right now.
Well, I won't mind that.
When we come back, we're going to get into some corner news because this
That wasn't corner news.
the stick bug. No. We'll be right back. It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole.
Watch out, roosters.
It is early in the morning. It's New Music Tuesday. Where
Yeah.
we drop all the new shit you ain't heard about. We dropping it. This Rollout Show right here on Foxxhole. Speedy and Friends. And that's Mark Howard. And this is Leisure.
Well, off air, John gave us a fact that hedgehogs are legal in the state of Washington and
That's why
illegal in the state of California.
And that's why I asked that question in that sense, Teeter, because I've never seen nobody own a hedgehog.
That's
Are they
fair.
legal in the state of Seattle?
So you just said.
I said Washington.
He answered.
I said Washington. He said Seattle.
State of
I know
Seattle.
what he says. I'm gonna just roll with the shit, man.
Oh, roll out.
He's
Okay.
a leisure. Leisure. It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole. It is now time for Quanta News.
Yeah.
We missed that sound yesterday. John had to actually say it. Sounded pretty good. though. He did well. Quanta News.
Corner news.
Teeter.
What about it?
Fuck your sports.
Duke professor responds to criticism over comment on African Americans, which is a brand, not a race. The Duke University professor faces sharp criticism for online comments he made on New York Times website, where he compared quote unquote, the blacks and the Asians, writing that Asians didn't feel sorry for themselves but worked doubly hard, end of quote. In a 6-paragraph comment on the Times website, political science professor Jerry Hugh wrote, quote, the blacks get awful editorial like this that tells them to feel sorry for themselves, end of quote. Hughes did not agree to be interviewed, but late Friday he said in an email that his comments were misunderstood. Aren't we all?
Yeah.
He had been prompted to write about a May 6th editorial in the New York Times on the Baltimore riot and underlining factors of segregation and poverty. He said the editorial should have called for the mayor of Baltimore to resign instead of blaming white racism. Is there such thing as white racism? Or the blacks?
Or the Asians.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got a problem. When you blacks.
That's when you got to touch with reality.
How should that be said? The blacks or say black people? Would that be better to say black people?
How about people? Some people. Why we have to be put into the category of black?
Quote, I don't know if you will find anyone to agree with me, he said in an email to the News and Observer. Anyone who says anything is a racist and ignorant, and called by my colleagues. The question is whether you want to get involved in the harassment, and few do. I am 80 and figure I can speak the truth as I see it. Ignorant, I am not. In the New York Times comment, Hughes praised Asians. Every Asian student has a very simple old American first name that symbolizes their desire for integration. That's like the guy that does my smog check. He's an Asian guy, but on his shirt it say Larry.
Larry.
Larry! Gonna do my car today?
Black dude.
Oh, you pull up to the bumper right there, baby.
Sound like no Larry to me.
His online comments said virtually every black has a strange new name that symbolizes their lack of desire for integration. The amount of Asian whites dating is enormous, and so surely will be the intermarriage. Black-white dating is almost non-existent because of the obstacles of racism by blacks of anyone who dates a white. The comment included, quote, it was appropriate that a Chinese design won the competition for the Martin Luther King state, in quotation, sick. King helped them overcome. The blacks followed Malcolm X. And it's Malcolm X's birthday today.
Yes.
As well. Hughes was swiftly blasted on Twitter and other social media sites. Duke officials decided the professor's comments while defending his rights to make them. Mark Anthony Neal, a Duke professor of African American Studies, responded on a blog by passing the screenshot of the comment with this quote: in the words of Geraldo Bolia Silva,
okay,
microaggressions,
That nigga said.
micro nooses. Mark Anthony Neal Bonilia Silva is a Duke sociological professor.
You imagine I gave that to Mark.
In the email, he said that it was discipline of Martin Luther King in the 1950s to vote for President Barack Obama. He pointed out that the first book he assigned to students in 1961 was, quote unquote, Black Like Me.
Question. This professor's name is that originally said this?
Oh, the professor that is on trial for his words would be Jerry Hugh.
And John, to be a professor, how long in school? Maybe 10, 15 years of just studies?
I think it depends on the subject.
On the average?
Sure, I would say to get your PhD, let's say to become an English PhD, maybe 6 years, something like that, maybe a little longer than that. I mean, that's beyond your initial run through undergraduate
Oh,
You have to
okay.
go on for
So he's been.
By the way, I'm saying 6, but probably an additional 4.
Get a college degree, and if you're hired as a professor, that's what they refer to you as, a professor, not a teacher like you would call it. Wow, high school and stuff like that.
A man with this type, I go there because this man with this type of education and still refers to people of color as the blacks and the Asians.
Well, he said more than just that. That wasn't the worst thing he said.
Yeah,
in the whole,
but
story.
That means he's felt this way all the way through.
Of course,
his learning.
Well, Curtis Mayfield said it a long time ago. It's educated fools from uneducated schools. So you always get this type of demeanor because you think you're in this situation because you're on campus. You're not in touch with what's going on with the outside world. So you're around old books, old theology. So you will use these type of things, and this goes to show you they're not learning nothing.
Which means, and then he was teaching other kids.
Right.
Wow, incredible. And along that note. Don't look at me, Mark. It's not your turn. Kanisha, you have something similar.
I do, and it is actually something that is pretty much on everybody's Facebook page and Twitter and everything. The Congresswoman Sanchez, she now has to apologize for her whooping cry that she made. So everybody knows the U.S. Senate candidate Loretta Sanchez had a video tape that surfaced showing her making a whooping cry in reference to Native Americans during an apparent joke while she was speaking to delegates at a state Democratic convention this past Sunday. And of course, once it surfaced, she apologized and she said, I said something that was offensive, so for that I apologize. But we do have the actual footage, so we're going to have DJ Alwayz play that real fast for us.
Go ahead.
I'm sitting there. A lot of people are thinking she can't win. It's not going to happen. You know, no one's returning my calls. That kind of thing. Phone rings. The phone rings. I pick it up. It's a guy named Sunil. And Sunil says, I saw that you won the primary. I want to help you. I think you can win. He says, I come from the Indian American community. I'm thinking, great. He goes, when can we meet? So I'm going to his office thinking that I'm going to go meet with, right? Because he said Indian American. And I go in there, and it was great. It was just great. Because he said...
Wow. She's going to meet with blah, 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 blah.
She ain't doing it right.
But did you guys really hear the interview? She was losing the crowd.
Yeah.
You had people talking over her.
Mumbling around
so
that.
she's like, I need some comedy right now.
Yeah.
So that's what she went for.
Because first she started off with trying to pronounce his name.
Couldn't get
Right
that
after she
right.
fucked that out, they was done.
Tuned out.
Can I have some more cheese?
Yeah, you can hear the, and I actually seen the video. It's crazy because they showed the guy who actually videotaped it, and he's also, the guy who videotaped it is associated with the woman that she's running against, which makes it,
and then she came back and said that she's part 1/3 Native American.
Well, now she's trying to claim that somewhere down the line now that she's Native American.
And it gives her the right to be funny or
Well, yeah.
that shit.
That takes the sting away from her.
It tries to take the thing, but the Native Americans ain't taking that shit. It's
and you keep calling them Indians.
Yeah.
Please, Teeter, give them the history on why they call them Indians.
Why are you asking me for the history?
Because you always know this shit, and I don't want to fuck it up.
Because in the end, we gonna get you.
If I'm not mistaken,
they thought they were going to India. The motherfuckers didn't know. It was.
They referred to him as
Christopher
Indian.
Columbus, right?
Yeah.
John?
and was trying to go get
Help
some
me out,
spices.
John. Don't let me just.
That's Christopher Columbus. Who
Yeah, when
never
he got
really
here.
discovered America.
Yeah, well, first of all, not only not discover it, he didn't even never make it over here. Right. He was killed before he even got here. The rest of his crew came, but that's
I believe
another
he was
story.
where what's now what we call Cuba.
Yeah. So,
And he thought he was in India, and he said Indians.
yeah.
So to refer to them by saying Indians, you're dead wrong. You just say Native Americans because they were here before everybody.
That's
or
not
indigenous
True. Who was here
people.
before?
Well, you gotta understand
I knew
though.
you were gonna come and rebut.
You know, we all used.
Where do you think Indians come from?
Where are you saying the word Indian?
But India. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
India.
Okay.
That's the whole hub of it. But you know, the Moors went over there and conquered, and they created a whole new kid. So this kid's like, we're gonna do our own thing, and then they came to the new land because we already had boats and shit. We was already moving. So the new kids had the new boats and all that. So the old dudes was like, hey, who the motherfuckers on them boat? We going over here. We out. Mm-hmm. So they caught that transatlantic stream. They was out of here. They had mastered that. So they was on their way to the west. So then they set up shop. And then here come the goddamn Europeans with they bullshit, stealing boats and, and then they found the stream and got over here and got busy.
So in the end, she pulled the number one, like, rudest thing you can do, and was to make the whooping cry. So, yeah.
I'm always amazed when they say that there's no racism. It's all in your head. And it's not that way. We have change. We have a black president. No, ain't shit changed. Yeah. Pretty much we know how y'all feel.
Yeah, and some stuff.
Except for John. John's a good guy.
Well, so is my mother. So.
And your mom. John and your mom are good people.
No, there's cold people of every. There's
good people all around. But what I'm saying is that I always resent it when they come on the news and go, well, it's not. That wasn't racially motivated.
And he's not reading.
Got a racial motor.
Yeah.
They're trying to say everything's okay now. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
Well, it's I don't know.
No, just don't want to say it.
Just say it. Let your black side of you say it. Let your daddy side come out. Your daddy side is, look, motherfucker.
European side can cry later. Why did I tell on myself? I mean, it's hard to relinquish power in anything. If this system is granting you power and it's casting spells and dispersions among other people, you're going to ride with that. So it's hard to relinquish power. That's why you always get these bullshit apologies. Well, I'm sorry, 1/10 of my body is
it was taken out of context. Mm-hmm. No, it wasn't, motherfucker. We heard it in context.
You knew what you were doing when you did it. Yeah. And it's just one of those things, it's shit, I'm caught. Like, this is
like Tom Brady.
Kamala Harris is also running for that Senate seat.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might get it now.
Well, yeah, and the guy that's associated with her, he's actually the one who was there and was the one who had videotaped it. But it's one of those things where you're just like, really? Like, that's what you're going to do for your comeback and say something like that and then and you hope that it's not going to get out. You think nobody's going to be taping you and you think it's not going to be a big deal.
She thought she was among friends. She thought she was among friends.
That would understand that.
No, if Romney wasn't among friends when he had his little dinner party.
Oh, yeah. So
that'll let you know right there.
But that was the truth, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and then it's good to see how the people view things and how people still see things. I feel like it was very tasteless. Like it was not funny at all. And I thought it was.
And I definitely go with T when you said she was losing the room.
Yeah,
motherfuckers was passing chicken and butter, water was.
I know how to get them back.
Yeah, she went there.
I thought I was going to meet with Woo. Well, first of all, you're not in a Western, bitch. You know where you're going. Like,
wow, you're not in a Western.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
bitch, John Wayne ain't showing up.
Yeah, and you're not. And when people are in their regalias, because they're not outfits, they're called regalias. When they're in them, you're at powwow, and you're not walking into the middle of a ceremony or powwow or anything like that. If you're going to a meeting, they're going to be like everybody else. So stop always trying to mentally separate people. People are people. If I'm going to a meeting, I'm going to have my meeting clothes on. So why do you automatically think I'm going to be just coming in with a headdress on and feathers out my ass? Like, just come on.
Casino chips.
Yeah.
Casino chips.
That's what made me mad about it. And just trying to say his name all fucked up. When your name is kind of cold Sanchez, so you just can't be messing everybody else's name up and just being disrespectful. So, and I know she lost them. They gone now.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That support is a wrap.
And they finna.
She was already saying
they're not even gonna let this bitch buy a
people didn't think she was gonna win anyway. People saying that anyway. So
well, she really ain't gonna win now.
They gonna powwow on that ass now.
Yeah.
How about that? You got a bow and arrow coming at you.
Did she already hold an office anywhere? Or she was just trying to get on board?
She's trying to get on board. Okay. You got to get.
No, she's a 10-term congresswoman though.
Okay,
so she's been around.
Fuck
but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, powwow. Anyway, this is a rollout show right here.
Yeah, it is.
Racism does exist, just not in here.
Wow.
Well.
I don't like some of y'all.
It's the rollout show.
I do think something.
That
Every time
was
you buy a
hilarious.
watermelon every day, I do feel some type of way.
No, I always feel guilty because I'm eating it in front of John, and I'm always like, "Yeah, I guess it's gonna have another watermelon. You want some chicken?" It's like any minute he's like, "Got chicken in there, guy."
Everybody loves chicken, by the way.
Everybody loves
people
watermelon.
But you know what John people call watermelon?
What?
It's called a nigger apple.
Foxxhole Radio. Yeah. New Music Tuesday.
Yes.
Fox album
Dropped 2 days ago. Yes.
Yesterday.
yesterday.
At midnight. Yeah. There was people already tweeting me like, "We got it. It's an amazing album." I was like, "Yeah, just let us know."
He has a lot of featured guests on this album.
Yes, he does.
More than normal. Most of the time, Fox maybe do one or two people. There's a lot of featured guests on this song. A lot of different producers. He hit every realm of the R&B genre.
Genre. Jonder, that's a old dog.
Come here, Jonder. Good boy, Jonder.
Genre is music.
Whatever.
You got too much
what the
watermelon.
fuck I was saying. My Negro apple.
Good morning, Honolulu.
We don't know what you were saying. We know what you was trying.
Anyway, so go get the album. It's out there. It's very good.
And it's not under the genre category.
I know y'all probably thinking, well, you work for him, so you got to say it. And moving on. Go get it. No, it's really good.
You
It's
should
really
know John.
Don't worry about people saying stuff like
good. Yeah,
that.
teacher. I'm
Just jealous.
You wrote it. I had to say it.
Oh. Well, I didn't write genre down.
Was
I wrote genre.
Oh, John wrote it. My bad.
Eat your nigger apple.
He did put the ER on it. When they say the ER, get you put in the ER. The ER is a motherfucker. All right, we still with Quanta News. Always with the quit buttons.
There he is.
Somebody's son just died. Bah! See?
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Just inappropriate.
Luckily, he wasn't quick enough to catch that. That was.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday on the radio.
Oh, trust me, we did.
Talking about a lot of shit yesterday.
My bad. I apologize. I do apologize. Sometimes I don't know when to shut the fuck up.
Oh, really?
With that in mind, Mark.
What?
Corner News.
We're doing sports. Going on a lighter note, man.
Hey, do
We're
me a
talking about
favor,
some
man.
Facts
When
here.
Your
What-
white T-shirts.
what?
Can you add bleach? Shit, this dingy white is a motherfucker, man.
You're a clowner today, man.
Dingy white is not a good look for you,
You just
man.
want to use words with D in it since you threw Jonda in the genre, so you want to get that out, right? Okay. Feeling all right?
If you compare the white
you mad,
paper,
you mad because your clip durst lost?
you compare the white paper to your semi-white shirt, that should let you know. Bleach.
Okay. Can I do sports now with the unbleached shirt?
You lucky I ain't got the mute button. You wouldn't do shit.
Okay, all right. Sports. Major League Baseball, just a few games on Monday. The Blue Jays beat the Angels 10-6. Mets beat the Cardinals 2-1. Brewers over the Detroit Tigers. Got the Detroit hat on there, Speedy. But the Brewers beat them 3-2. Diamondbacks beat the Miami Marlins now, 3-2. White Sox, Chicago White Sox over the Cleveland Indians 2-1. The Oakland A's beat the Houston Astros in interleague play 2-1. And the Philadelphia Phillies beat the Colorado Rockies 4-3. NHL playoffs, only one game in the Eastern Conference. The Tampa Bay Lightning tied up the series by beating the New York Rangers 6-2. So it's going back to Tampa Bay. Series tied 1-1. No NBA action night. The Eastern and Western Conference players are going to start off tomorrow. But tonight is the lottery pick. So the ping pong balls are coming out. And
A lot of good players. Mostly all of them out of Kentucky, but hey.
Right. Well, the teams are going to be decided
I'm
as to
saying.
the order of the lottery.
Both the two twins are coming out, right?
What two twins? You talking about?
The twins from Kentucky, two guards.
Oh, yeah.
They're both coming out.
Yeah, the Harrison twins. Yes, it's coming out of Kentucky.
I heard about them when they were in junior high.
No.
That's when I first heard about them. Out of Texas.
They, I don't know. I don't know if
I'm
both
glad
of
they
them
stayed
will
the
be
second
lottery
year.
Picks.
Yeah, I think they will. But I'm glad because the second year really grew their game. The two guard, he has a nice jumper. The point guard is really nice. So I think they're both going to be lottery picks easily.
It's possible there.
Easy.
But like I said, for right now, that won't be known until June. Right now, it's the order of the teams. Knicks, Lakers, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
I love it. I hope they
Minnesota
you know what I hope,
Timberwolves
Mark?
and
I hope they get
Philadelphia 76ers.
I hope they get the 6th pick.
Well, yeah, if the Lakers need to be
Top
5th
5.
pick
You know,
or higher
to
from
keep
1 to 5 to keep it because of the trade for Steve Nash
for
Anyway,
Phoenix. So if they get the 6th pick,
Well, he retired, so he's off the board.
whatever.
he never played.
They get the 6th pick, I'm coming in here full blown Kobe gear. Because it's going to be funny as fuck.
Anyway, in dingy sports, did you? You got nothing about track and field? Usain Bolt lost. None of that.
I saw that the USA team won the 4x100 relay. They beat Usain Bolt's team there, but that was a few days ago.
I just said over the weekend.
Oh yeah, well it's Tuesday now.
Oh, bitch, I'm dingy. Ass sport.
Why are you getting mad at me?
No, because we getting ready for the Olympics, and you're excited about that. The Olympics coming up. I'm
This
excited.
summer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, where?
That's what will be the Summer Olympics this summer.
How did you put that together? How did you put that together?
The Sumter Olympics.
So you put that together, but you can think to put bleach in your motherfucking washing machine.
I'm sure it's fine, dude. I'm on the radio,
no.
Ain't
That's
no
why I'm
TV.
helping the radio people
I'll
out.
be trying to dress up.
They're visually watching going, it's a dingy motherfucker in the room.
But you got Aldridge out there. He's an unrestricted free agent.
All right.
Marc Gasol's an unrestricted free agent. And what's the other guard from?
When I think on Marc Gasol, he might have showed himself because he was guarded by a smaller player and he couldn't do shit.
They was exchanging 3s for 2s, and they were a slower team. But that's why I think Houston has a better matchup with Golden State because they're a little bit longer. And Dwight Howard just have to win his matchup with Bogut.
Just stay out of foul trouble.
and they got action.
That's all you got to do.
Because they really not gonna be taking nothing to the hole. So all they got to do is just press up on the shooters. And like you say, Klay Thompson can get D'd up by a reason. What up, Trevor Trav?
Yeah. Do you put a reason on Klay Thompson? Who do you put on Steph Curry?
Yeah.
I can rotate that.
We got to take a break, come back. That is the end of Quanta News. Coming up next, DJ always brought him to the table. Now he's in the building. Pooh Bear, producer, singer, songwriter. Motherfucker do everything.
Oh, so we get to find
Activist.
out
We
if
gonna
he's
just throw it out
the yeah, okay.
Be right back. Don't move, man. It's top of the hour, bitches. You should be somewhere where you need to be on time. But if not, stay in the car. Because we got special guests in the building.
Speedy's longtime friend is here.
But before we do that, it's Speedy and Friends, and I be
Speedy.
up in this.
Yeah.
Normally it's the fluffy, dingy dude on the other side of you,
Wow,
but he ain't
really?
there. In the building we have.
Kanisha Buss.
In the building we have.
Teeter.
On the wheels of steel.
DJ always in your ears.
And in the lair.
In the lair.
In the lair, producer, songwriter. It just goes on and on. Pooh Bear is in the building.
He's one of the blacks.
Happy birthday.
What's up, dog? You know you threw me off when you said happy birthday. I was like, nigga, I'm September.
It was my birthday, so I was
too.
like, oh,
I'm
somebody
September
showed him.
too.
September what?
4th.
21st.
Nah, you made it.
We hanging out.
Yeah, you made
It's
it.
time to play our game.
And we were talking, my man, you wrote a lot of music.
So,
And you start writing at what age?
15.
15, yep.
So 15, and what was the first song?
Anywhere by 112.
Woo!
Okay, let me hear the song, because I want to see a 15-year-old.
Oh, I know. My
What
mind.
the fuck? At 15, I was on a dirt bike.
Yeah,
No, you were just dirty.
my mind was on a dirt bike.
Because that's a dope-ass song.
Now, you write the song. How do you get it to P. Diddy? How does that happen?
It's really like the saying. It's really all about who you know. And
Okay.
my cousin discovered the group 112 and
Okay.
Jagged Edge, both of them at a talent show.
Wow.
And I was writing songs for fun. He was like, "You can make money writing songs." I'm like, "No, I can't." So he's like, "Look, I'm gonna put you at 112. If they like you, then maybe you
But
can
you're
write more
15.
songs." I know, but I started off young. Like I was
Pooh Bear, where you originally from? Though?
I was born in Connecticut, but I was raised in Atlanta.
Okay.
In College Park.
Gotcha.
Yeah, College Park raised me.
15, bruh.
Yeah.
And so,
I was-
so you're sitting at the house, you look up in the sky, and you go,
It's a sun up there.
how do you come up with that song?
Actually, I was with the writer producer Deron Jones from 112. Who
Okay.
we did like all of the. We did like most of the albums we did together, and he just had the idea. He had the music, and we were actually sitting in his living room with the old, the nigger rig studio is what I would call it, just right at the kitchen table. Right there, no booth, and we were just vibing, and he came up with it, and was trying to come up with something a little bit edgy for 112, just because they were like the gentlemen of Bad Boy, actually. So this was like a record that was like, Puffy was like, man, I don't know about this. This is a little edgy. And we just felt like it was cool. It was edgy, it was really,
So check come, the first check come.
Yeah, man.
What'd you go get?
That's funny.
At
the
15,
first
what'd you go get?
Oh, man, I got a cell phone.
With an antenna?
I cashed my check at a check cashing place.
No,
they
you
took
didn't.
out 4%. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yep, my first ASCAP check. Yep.
No, I know they were like, where your mama at?
Yeah. I had my mom with me. She brought me to the check cashing place.
You going in there?
Yeah.
It's Pooh Bear, bitch. You say on the job.
And bring me some stamps.
They weren't complaining about 4% of that good check, was it?
No, but I learned real
come back?
fast. Yeah, I was like, they might as well have been like my management or like an attorney or something. Check cashing place. Yeah, God, it's great.
Story. That's a great fucking story.
That was beginning. That was beginning. I just never turned back, never stopped. So
That's right.
112. Then who comes after that?
After that, Jill Scott.
My wife.
Jill Scott, let's take a long walk.
No.
Oh, that's
you finna leave. You wrote
my petition. Get the fuck out of here. I keep. The rodeo. Yeah. So up
to 15. Do you? Okay, let's say 12. Are you thinking music, or are you still a kid?
I was writing songs. I signed my first little play record deal to a independent label when I was 12 years old, and my advance was a jean suit.
It's a nice advance.
I'm gonna go home and whoop my son ass. You go write some shit
and go get you a jean suit.
Get you a jean suit.
See if you can get a velour pants set for me.
Yes.
Now, what made you go, okay, I need to get in front of this thing now?
You know what? Growing up and like when I was younger in New Haven, my father's a preacher, so my mother's really religious, so I wasn't allowed to listen to secular music. So late at night, I used to sneak and listen to like Stevie Wonder when I was like 9, 10 years old. Like late at night, I would listen to it, and I was like, I want to really write songs like this. I couldn't sing. I couldn't write. I had no clue. I just knew that this is what I wanted to do. And I was like, I want to make music. And then tornado came, left me and my mother. My parents got divorced in tornado, left us homeless for a year. The church gave my mother some money. We moved to Atlanta. Atlanta was like the mecca of the New York of the South at the time, 1990, 91.
Yeah.
So we had ABC, Crisscross. So I had a lot of young examples in front of me. I was like, whoa, I could do this now. And they kind of like inspired me to start like a little neighborhood dance group, and then that turned into art rapping and singing, and the parents started looking and was like, oh, we can make money off these little kids. And then
give him a jean suit.
Yeah, they took us to Keep Sweat. Keep Sweat started managing us, and then it just kept on evolving. And I was learning how to sing and write in the meantime as I was doing it. It was just trial and error.
Now, when you say learning how to write, just learning how to put like the bars and
melodies and concepts,
okay,
and just understanding the difference and the significance between the two, and just the whole process of getting all the whackness out of my system.
Wow.
Like just because you don't know, you just throwing stuff up against the wall. I had no clue that anywhere was gonna be anywhere. It wasn't like my first few hits growing up were just God and great like timing, being at the right place at the right time. And Bad Boy was such a machine, so it was like anything that got blessed to go through that system blew up. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, anything I write just goes on the radio. And that's not how it goes. It really like hitting the lottery, so it's really a blessing.
Yeah.
So with that, like how at that age, how did you know how to write about that? Especially since it seems like you were so sheltered to have those feelings and to understand how to express those, because you express them in an adult way.
Well, actually, just when I moved to Atlanta, it changed up a little bit. My father wasn't really there, and so I had to go to church, but it turned into like an option. Okay. And then I just grew up fast, and just seeing Atlanta is like a culture. No, it's the culture, it's really fast, and the people around me, and just seeing what what women wanted to hear. And not even like I wasn't really per se perverted at the age of 15, but I definitely mentally was there, and I was definitely thinking like, what would women love to hear these guys sing to them, and what's edgy enough to keep people talking and to cause a little controversy. I was definitely thinking about that.
Yeah, because it's romantic and just so adult. It's past sex.
Yeah, but it's edgy too. And then that opened up after Anywhere. I wrote Peaches and Cream, which was another.
What? That is my cut.
You gotta go.
You gotta leave.
Oh, you don't.
Peaches and cream.
Yeah,
That's right, Pooh Bear.
Yeah, that was another. Yeah,
I was going to tell you said you started working out with Keith Sweat. Tell us about that experience, man.
Oh man, I just remember being young and him being like kind of like a mentor to me, and I used to stay at his mansion in Alpharetta. Like when he wasn't in town, I actually lived in there before he did, just because he was on the road so much.
This my room.
Yeah.
Keith, you down the hall.
Move your car. It's leaking oil. It was a great experience, just seeing the industry at a young age and seeing how much hard work it really took, just like seeing it from behind the scenes and not just seeing the glitz and glamour. But
now, did you write anything for Keith?
I never wrote. At that time, I was literally like 11.
Okay, shit,
11. Yeah, but I hadn't even signed my first.
You go back any further, you're in the womb.
I know.
Well, I was in my mom. I signed the first check in the womb.
In the womb.
Wow, that's funny. The Bad Boy team. I mean, that's a deep team. I know Diddy builds good people around him. And I won't lie, I knew some guys who were there. Armin Ra, great producer, did a lot of good hits. And D.O.P. D-Dot, or the Mad Rapper.
All the hitmen.
And I know they say, yo, Diddy's on it, man. And it's a blessing.
So is he like that tyrant kind of person? In the studio,
he's passionate. He's really passionate about what he wants, and even if he doesn't really necessarily know how to get to it, he knows what he's looking for. When he hears it, like that's it. He knows what it's supposed to be.
Okay,
and he's a great visionary. He's kind of like Quincy Jones, Dr. Dre. They were producers, but they were also like very instructional, so they'll know like, no, take that out or add that, or and those small little things will make a world a huge difference. So
he sees a big picture.
Yeah,
but as a writer and you hearing the music, how do you take his? I mean, he is P. Diddy. Yeah. But as a writer, how do you go? Okay, well, I'm gonna pull out this note and put that in.
Well, in the beginning of my career, it was a lot of give and take, a lot of just being humbled and being appreciative of being around. So even if he asked me to take out something, or it was more so kind of like a group. It was 112, it was Puffy. Everybody had their word involved in it, and we all respected Puff. We all respected everybody's word or opinion. So, I mean,
in the building, Pooh Bear,
man,
killing it right now. So you go through all that, and now you got music out. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh man.
So like you put your hand up, I want to do an album.
Yeah, you know what? I have to really give it up to. Of course, you got to give it up to God, but the person who really pushed me on.
You're on Earth.
You're on Earth. The person who really pushed me was Ebro from Hot 97 in New York. He heard some of my music, and he was like, "Yo, you need to sing. You need to stop giving everything away. You need to sing. You need to be the big black man in the." And I was like, big black. I was like, yeah, we've always had a big black singer in our lives, from Gerald Levert. Luther, Barry White. But we've always had it. And then our last big black hope was Ruben Studdard.
Yes,
and that was our last hope. So then it's kind of like, I was like, you're right. It's an open lane for it. For like a teddy bear to put out, real love music. And he was like, you know what? But you got to take it a step further. Just do one idea albums. So that's when he was like, you know what? Beats to Break Up To. So Beats to Break Up To is just a whole album about breaking up in different angles, and every different angle you could think of about breaking up. Yeah. And it was real. Like, I went through that. I was engaged. I was with my ex for 9 years, and every word on Beats to Break Up To is real.
Ooh.
Oh, so she hearing this shit like, really?
That's when I really started figuring out. Now, mind you, before that, I was just writing songs based upon what I thought people wanted to hear. This was the first time I actually wrote my real feelings out, and I got them like, whoa, when I write stuff from my heart that's real, it's kind of hard for it to not hit home and hit people. So and
beats to break up to.
Yeah, it's beats to break up to, and then after that, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep a theme. I did beats to make love to. That's what you guys heard.
Man.
And I got beats to wake up to.
And in this room, when Alwayz plays something, everybody now we be in our little world, and all of a sudden you it's like a little it just pop up. Who is that?
Make you work for it. I was like,
yeah.
No, play my shit.
Yeah,
Now this one, so we do on Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Everybody do their own what they gonna play.
Yeah.
So he had played it in the car, so they don't know what the fuck going.
I'ma make you work.
Man,
This is shit. I'ma make you work.
Oh,
hey.
I'll play this in the church parking lot. I come up.
Now tell me what's behind this. I'm gonna make you work.
Behind I'm gonna make you work was just, for me, it's real life. Like, my music is real, so I don't think I'm normal when it comes to that, to sexual world. It's horrible because as a big black guy, I have a point to prove. Because I'm big.
Yeah.
So they're looking at me like, man, you whatever. And then I have a point, and I have to make them work for it, which is ultimately not usually how it works. It's usually the other way around.
Right. Yeah.
You gotta switch it around, you know what I'm saying?
I'ma make you work for it.
Yeah.
You do the video already for this?
I did. You haven't seen the video?
No.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh no!
He ain't
Yeah, I got real views. I didn't pay for my views. Yeah, you know you can get paid.
Yeah,
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, mine.
You can pay for likes, followers, all
pay
that
for
shit.
everything. All my stuff's organic.
That's right.
Yeah, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
So motherfuckers is paying for friends. These are your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Soldier Boy, he was taking money for people. He was like, "Yeah, if you send me $50, I'll tell people to follow you." Like,
Awesome. Brilliant.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I'ma make
Make you work for
And
it.
then country.
Country thick. Yeah, that's
well,
real.
that's my favorite song.
Who is she?
Nice. Yeah.
Where's she at?
There's a group of
Sit
them.
next
It's a nation of thickness out there.
Welcome to the nation, my brothers.
Is she from the SWATs in Atlanta?
Oh man, yeah. It's the Bible Belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Texas. They're everywhere.
Carolina.
Yeah, that's dedicated for all the thick women in the world.
So when you released this album, what was the response that you got? Like, or did you look in your mind and go, "This that one"?
I just felt like, at first, I'm such a tough critic on myself. Like, we're Virgos, we're perfectionists. So
get it right.
just me loving it, enough is like, okay, if I love it, this is tough because I'm a hater of myself. Like, I push myself. And then just getting a response and hearing, like, I'm still pushing it organically, and I'm pushing it on birthday music on my own. I got the help of my brother Justin Bieber, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
But his audience and his demographic is totally different from mine. So I'm pushing it, and the response is incredible. It's overwhelming. It's really, I really didn't realize how many people out there that still appreciate R&B.
Oh, yeah.
It's because it's so nobody's really
We
making
waiting.
great R&B that you can't live without. And I think
Where you
has
could
a
play
lot-
the whole front to back. That's what
it hasn't been like that. And I wrote on Confessions. Like, I wrote Caught Up. I wrote Superstar.
Oh, that's my favorite
I wrote
album.
Follow Me on Confessions. And that album, like, it was a great R&B album. We haven't had a really great R&B album in a minute. Besides,
Please bring it back. Keep it
besides
coming.
Journals, like that last Justin Bieber album, with, All That Matters. I wrote that whole album. So that's another body of work.
Now, when you walk in the room with an artist, are you so you listen to their music, and that's where you kind of go, okay, I know the flow you need to go. How long would it take? How long is that process before you start the first song?
Like 17 minutes.
And it's done.
Yeah, I just
17, not 15, no 20.
Yeah,
17.
I'm a different 15s. All those
It's
increments
a gift.
are old. Yeah.
That's a
It's
real gift.
It's a blessing, and it's a trial and error. Like I told you, I got a lot of whackness out of my system at a very young age. A lot of people get their whackness out in front
Peaches
of the
and
world.
seams. No, I want to do peaches and seams.
I want to do apples and juice.
Yeah, to the point now where people are covering my songs. Like I had Prince Royce cover "Dance With Me."
Oh, really?
Yeah, just can't stop thinking your love. Stuck on the Feeling was actually "Dance With Me."
Wow.
And so I'm like, I'm that old now where people are covering my songs when I was a kid.
Now, could you give us a story with working with our own Kanisha Buss, Bones, Thugs, and Harmony?
I did work with Bone.
Yes.
I did the Resurrection. Everybody what it sound like Boom, boom, boom. As we continue to pick up the pieces, they follow us kings of the sundown. I just like.
So in that 17 minutes of knowing an artist, you picked that up?
That's Bone. I grew up.
Okay, gotcha.
I could morph into Busy. I can morph into those.
I can morph into all of them.
Yeah.
Pooh Bear, you about to get beat up. You said the wrong thing right here.
Okay, you don't even know.
To me,
even
Pooh Bear.
know.
I love Bone Thugs normally.
Beat people up over.
I used to get kicked out of school for fighting over Bone Thugs.
Come on, that was a real movement. That was a movement.
My intro here is Busy Bone first of the month.
Oh,
Listen,
come on.
I'll lose it up in here.
And we didn't know what the words was until she started doing it. We're like, oh, he say that?
That's what
I
it
know
said.
the whole song now.
That's crazy.
They surprised me. They had him walk in here. They had a
Busy
Crazy
Bone?
Bone walk in here.
Oh, crazy.
I lost
Yeah.
my damn mind. I fell out
Yeah.
crying. It was mean.
Yeah, those
I wasn't
guys
ready.
were originators. They were innovators.
Yes.
They were. It's there's music that comes along in different eras where people actually shape and create. And if you listen to Usher's first part of his life, that was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Wow.
You got it, you got it. That was all Bone.
Okay.
Mariah Carey, she had to give it up
Yep.
and do a song with him. When people were stealing their style so much, they had to do the song with them. That's the brilliant way of stealing.
Exactly.
Let's do a song together.
Hey, what you doing tomorrow?
Yeah. And then they never look back. Everything after that song sounds like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like Chris Brown and T-Pain after he did that love it, kiss.
Kiss, kiss.
He never not sang in auto-tune again after that song. It was like T-Pain gave him that certification.
And that when you mentioned T-Pain, and then he did the thing on the internet where he actually sang, and I saw it posted. I said, "Let me
can
listen
sing,
to
bruh.
it." And the motherfucker could
He
sing.
can sing, man. He just found a niche, like a new sound. That's all,
Yeah.
and it's brilliant. Yeah, but he could blow. But
Now, have you ever walked in the studio and somebody wanted to do auto tune, and you were like, "Nah," or you say, "Yeah, you need that."
You know what? I'm like, if you need it, like right now, our ears have been programmed to perfection.
Right.
So when we're listening to the radio, we're listening to auto-tune, whether you hear it, like T-Pain used it, or if you just know that it's perfecting your voice. Our ears are programmed to perfection. So there's kind of no way around now not using, even I call it baby tune.
Okay.
Baby tune is when you put it on, but it's not like a senior citizen tune. Like T-Pain uses senior tunes, what I call it, because it takes your voice and makes you sound like a robot. Baby tune is when it just faces the notes. It's there, like technology is, they've given it to us so that we could just, come closer to being perfect. And I don't feel like we should not use it. Sometimes I feel like it's used too much.
Okay.
So I believe in baby tune. I believe in not going against the grain. The radio has programmed us to perfection. So we're used to hearing notes that are correct now. When you listen to music like albums, even listen to 112's first album or back in the day, you kind of hear like, whoa, those notes were all over the place. But we didn't know because we didn't have auto-tune or Melodyne, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't say don't use it. I would just say, nah, let's take some of it off that way.
Okay.
It doesn't
Some balance.
take
Don't
away
make it
your
so
identity.
obvious.
Yeah, because you lose your identity.
Yeah.
And then everything just sounds the same.
Then you go on tour.
Yeah. You got to bring that
Where's
box.
your
You got to
auto-tune?
bring that box on the road with you.
Hold on, let me plug this in.
Yeah. Hold up.
And your
Yeah.
band, go on in the back. Y'all have a seat.
Yeah.
We're going to plug this shit in. I need these batteries.
I'd like to hear Fetty Wap singing live, and I'd like to see like Future singing live. And I'm wait, that's interesting. I want.
Now, are you doing any tours? You're going out?
I'm actually I'm doing shows here and there, but my life is multifaceted. I got Pooh Bear, and then I have Jason Paul and a EDM group called Thugtronic that's like straight 3D music. We're hitting the road. We're going to China. So I got like a couple different angles, and then at the same time I got a couple of new records coming out with Justin Bieber where we just do songs together and put them out for the world.
We see Justin, and
Yeah.
my daughter loves him, and I see him.
Nice.
And if you're older, you go, Justin Bieber. What is something that we don't know about him that you could say, this is what you don't know about Justin Bieber?
Can he drive? I'm just kidding.
Drive. What you don't know about Justin Bieber, first, he's a God-fearing gentleman, and he was raised in the church, and his mother did a great job. A lot of people wouldn't know. We like last night, like I was in the studio with him until about 5:45 this morning, and we pray before we pray before we work. We pray in the middle of working. We pray when we're finished. A lot of people just wouldn't know because the media has taken his image and misconstrued it, but he's really a good person, a good-hearted person. Out of all the artists that I've been blessed to work with, he I have the utmost respect and we appreciate each other on another level, and he understands, music, and he's not just doing it just to make money.
He's a good kid.
He's really a genuinely good person.
Okay. And
his mom, they did a good job raising him, but the media is just such it makes a lot of money in sensationalizing like negative stories on him.
So you gonna bring him tomorrow?
Oh man, I would love to. We got a record out that's blowing up called "Where Are You Now?" that Diplo and Skrillex that I wrote. It's like number 24 on the Hot 100.
Okay, Pooh Bear, let's all join hands. Justin, get in here. Yeah. Lord, please help my Lamborghini start.
Keep my gates open and closing.
Now, have you bought the big house yet? You got the house on the hill?
You know what? The house that I want in LA just cost a little bit too much.
Okay.
But
I'm
blessed. Yeah, I'm blessed. Dude, here it's just a whole nother level. Like how I want, like the way I live in Vegas and the way I live here is like you can live like that in Vegas and still do
So
okay.
the girl walked in. It's a nice apartment, boo. I mean, I'm just saying.
Right.
2 rooms.
You better sit your ass down somewhere and enjoy these 2 rooms. Get the fuck on.
No, I'm blessed though. God is good. I live on like Beverly Glen. I live in the cool neighborhood, and it's real
Give us
nice.
your address. Did you go in there? Beverly Glen. I was like, okay, I know where that is.
We coming over for a sleepover, and we want to hear all the music.
Yeah.
2 letters. Make them work for the other ones.
All right, it's the rollout show. We take you
Cool.
Good? You good?
Yeah, happy birthday.
Maybe you're gonna sing or something later on.
Yeah, I'm prepared.
So you can sing it to commercial, whatever song you want to go.
Oh, come on.
Go for it. Just a little small note.
What's that 5:45 a.m. voice?
I'm a giver, giver. Damn right, I'm a giver. Oh, you put this down, you can bring me later. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I thought that was an instrumental. I'm like, how'd you get that?
It's the rollout show. Pooh Bear, we be right back, yo. How'd you get that, mama?
Don't play my song in front of my face.
No way. Oh, fuck that. This look at 15.
Man.
Pooh Bear in the building.
Yeah.
It's the rollout show right here on Foxxhole Radio. Play that shit always.
I know. I was like, at least
Turn
let
me
me
up.
get 2
Oh,
words.
I
Yo,
do it
it's
myself.
like you listen to the song now. You say, okay, I hear some 15-year-old shit in here.
I love this song.
And trust me, in concert, when they got to this, the girls are going crazy.
We just seen them redo this in concert. When we did with the
Dude took his shirt off. I was like, really? I'm going to stand here and host the show and you got your shirt off. Blew it for me.
One of the artists?
Yeah, what's his name?
Q.
Yeah.
Q would do
Took his shirt off. Nigga.
Out of all of them, Q would still be taking his shirt off after all these years.
I don't know, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Like in Drew Hill, you know who not taking his shirt off.
Right. Jazz
ain't taking
his shirt off. Yeah.
Now, is there a group that you did that we didn't know you did that song?
I mean, Glenn Lewis, Don't You Forget It. It's not a group, but it's an artist.
Glenn Lewis?
Yeah, Don't You Forget It.
Yeah, I know
Back
Glenn.
for more.
Back in the day.
Yeah. A group. I did a song on Jagged Edge called True Man. You Can't Handle a True Man. That was on their first album. I was 17, 16.
I did a show with them as well. They just, in concert, they sing like they're rappers. Like they cover the mic up.
They can't really sing like that.
Maybe that's what it is. Because most rappers, and they give them certain kind of microphones because they're going to put the hands over.
Yeah.
So they
don't know any better after all those times. You know?
And they did that. And people were like, why? And it didn't sound right.
No.
Yeah, it didn't sound right. And you're like, that's not Jagged Edge.
That's always been, I've always known that.
I thought it was just me.
Yeah, it was.
The truth comes out over the years with artists.
Yes.
There's certain artists
And
that
they were
people try
assholes.
to get me to work. Yeah, they're assholes too.
Wow.
They're cool. I love them, but they're assholes.
Yeah.
So they won't be on
They're
the show.
cocky. They're real arrogant. Yeah.
Okay, it's time for our segment.
Teeter.
Pooh Bear, the segment is called Artists and Answers.
Nice.
You are the artist. We want the answers.
Nice.
I'm going to throw 3 names in the game at you.
Okay.
And you can give me a funny story, cool story, how you met, why you met, how you met, whatever.
I might not
Case
even
may
know
be.
him, right?
No, you're going to know him.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
First name, Khalees.
Oh, nice.
Second name, Yellow Wolf.
Nice.
Third name, Kelly Rowland.
Kelly.
Okay.
Which one? Khalees. Beautiful young lady.
That ain't what Nas said.
Shut up.
You know what? I never that's a personal relationship. My business relationship with her was more, you know, she came to Miami. We worked with Scott Storch, and we got a lot of cool material done. She's a hard worker, and she was sweet to me. So I don't have anything negative to say about her. Cool. Happy birthday, Khalees.
All right. Yellow Wolf,
crazy individual from Alabama. Real passionate
Mm-hmm.
also. His lyrics, I think he's underrated. I think
I do too.
A lot of people, a couple rappers bit his style, his look being, you know, it's hard to be white and rap like that. And then a couple other rappers just came out with tats and white rappers doing it, and it was like, I get it, but you know, Eminem signed him, which says a lot. You know, the most selling rap artist of our time. And he's crazy though. Yellow Wolf is wild. He's crazy. He's really black.
Okay.
That's the secret.
Alabama black.
We first met him in Atlanta doing Foxxhole, and he was giving away his album. Remember that?
Passing him out.
And he passed it to us, and you know, you go, Yellow Wolf. All right, another white guy gonna rap. Okay, and then we put it in like, whoa.
Yeah, he's special.
Fire. Yeah.
Yes, he
My
is.
cousin, the same cousin that discovered 112 and Jagged Edge, that discovered Yellow Wolf in Alabama at a talent show.
Hey, he knows talent.
Yeah.
Okay, and Kelly Rowland.
Kelly Rowland, beautiful, sweetheart, one of the sweetest female artists I had the pleasure of working with. Her voice is dope. Another person I feel like is underrated. I feel like her vocal control. She's, you know, she grew up singing with one of the best, you know, vocalists, Beyonce, and a lot of it rubbed off, and she just matured and grew into her own sound, and she proved to the world, you know, with the record she came out with Lil Wayne, that went #1. Motivation. That was. Then usually when you notice when Kelly tries to put out a record and it's doing good, you notice like Lil Beyonce, she'll drop something on you.
Yeah.
Like, what you think you're doing? Boom. Yeah. But that one time it didn't work. With that Girls Rule the World, it was like, nah, it's not gonna knock Kelly's not gonna take Kelly shine.
Okay, now I'm gonna throw a bonus name out to you since you mentioned it earlier with Khalees. Scott Storch. How was that process?
Whoa.
With this guy.
I forgive everybody in life. Scott was crazy. One of the, you know, illest producers of our generation. You know, sold lots, like 300 million records. Big heart, incredible heart. Got into, you know, a lifestyle of you know, of I'm in love with the cocoa, and it kind of like it brought him down, but he's doing good now. You know, like I said, you know, I was always taught and raised to forgive, and you know, you don't forget, but you got to forgive and let bygones be bygones. So
now, if you could handpick, and we just set it out there for you, who's the one person you haven't worked with but you want to, like, I would love to work with that person?
James Brown.
Hilarious. Rest in peace. Somebody that I want to work with. You know,
like if
what?
they were listening right now.
You know what? I want to work with Kanye. I wrote, you know, we did a couple records on this new album, this new Justin Bieber album, but it wasn't really, and he's on the record, but it's still different to be able to work. I want to kind of like show him something in the studio and like collab with him. I mean, even if it's not me actually singing on the record, I just want to have something to do with it. Okay. You know, and see what we can come up with.
That'll be dope. Nice. It's out there.
Yeah. It's out there in the energy in the world.
Now, a lot of people say you sound like Fox.
I've heard this before.
Yeah. Little Fox. When we were listening, we were like, is that Jay? And we were like,
I did think it was him.
Yeah, I've heard this. I've heard that
compliment.
before. That's nice. Jamie Foxx is
maybe you want to work
great.
with Jay Fox?
Oh, I would love to work with Jamie.
Don't do that.
You know what?
I'll take that up. I'll take you up.
No, I would love to work with Jamie. I feel like our sounds are similar. I can imagine what we would come up with in the studio. You know, he's definitely somebody who I would love to prove.
All right.
You know, like, hey, let's see what we can create. You know,
sweet.
Let's make it happen, man.
Yeah, it's a happy birthday to that.
No, when you say that, what does that mean?
Happy birthday is just, you know, it's an adverb, it's a pronoun, it's everything. It's for me. 20 years ago when I started saying it, it was because I was really shy, and it broke the ice. So when I met somebody, I say happy birthday, you know immediately I'm crazy. Yeah. So, immediately.
I kind of felt that, but I didn't want to say it.
So what you're allowed to do is you're allowed to be yourself. When you meet me and I'm like, happy birthday, if you're crazy, you can just be yourself.
Yes.
So it makes people feel comfortable about just saying whatever you think and not worry about what people think about it, you know. And then,
but does that make you crazy? Or does that make you unique? That makes you.
It makes
I heard you said to me when we spoke, and I was like, okay, that's him.
Yeah,
I didn't get crazy from him.
No, but for the average, like for you, you guys are a little.
We're
crazy.
common, so
crazy too. Like no, it's good. It's
good
crazy.
crazy.
It's incredible crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But for like a business, if I meet like an executive of a company, I don't change my greeting.
Right.
So I'm still like, happy birthday, I'm Pooh Bear. So they're like, he's crazy.
Yes.
Man, it tears down this wall.
Okay.
But see, when you said it to me, I'm like, nigga, well, where my president?
Right.
It was really, it's really my birthday, so I was like, oh, they told him. Thanks.
She said it was her birthday.
Yeah, me and Tiffany.
Exactly. So once a week, I usually hit somebody's birthday. I meet enough people.
Okay.
The odds, the statistics are like, and it's somebody's birthday every day. I'm going to get somebody on their birthday.
I thought it was your birthday. I was like, okay.
Right. Yeah, and then that's weird, too,
It's a
for me
birthday.
to introduce myself like, happy birthday. Like,
I love
are you
it.
telling us it's your birthday?
Okay, now you say the odds.
2 weeks from
I got
mine.
a tattoo. This is happy birthday. It's a lifestyle.
Okay.
Mazel tov. All my sayings, everything. It's
Mazel tov.
positive energy. Yeah, it's
I
good.
love
Piss
it.
it off.
You know, when you wake up, it's your birthday.
Now, have you ever got, motherfucker, I don't believe in that shit. You ever got that from your greeting?
You know what? In Germany, it's kind of like an omen to wish somebody a birthday, and it's not on their birthday. So I remember David Guetta is telling me, he's like, look,
You stay in the hotel.
don't say happy birthday to my wife's mom or my wife, because they're German. They're gonna think you cursing them. And I'm like, and I'm so programmed, I say it all the time. And I'm like,
You like birthday?
yeah. Yeah.
You was like happy.
Yeah, happy. Yeah. I say good morning a lot too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Midnight. Good morning.
You got that tattoo too?
Of course I do. Have good morning.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you get them all around the world, or you got a certain spot that you go to?
Japan, certain places, just like collecting, and they're meaningful. It's all like stuff that I say, so it's nothing, and it's original. So I'm 100% sure there's nobody else with a happy birthday tat in the world. I don't know why they would.
Now,
What made you
Not
go
in Germany.
to
Oh, that's Germany.
Man, why did you have to go to Japan? I mean, what was it in Japan?
I was just in Japan with Justin Bieber, just working, man.
Right.
And that's like I said, out of all the artists I worked with, he really got it.
So I'm just letting you know my daughter wants to meet him. So
We gotta
happy birthday
arrange
workout.
this. Yeah.
She's 9 years old.
Have you heard the record that me and him have together called Hard to Face Reality?
No.
No.
Always? Go to work?
Can I send it to you if it's not you know what? You might have to find it on the West name. You don't have to play it all. It's on SoundCloud.
Oh.
SoundCloud is okay, guys.
Yes,
You
it
like
is.
that?
You know what? I get it.
Okay.
I get it. For a while, it was going against the grain, but it's really an incredible tool, and it's like you can really translate those listens to like, oh, this song is a hit.
Oh, okay.
It makes sense. Like if you have 8, 9, 10 million listens, then it's like people keep listening to it, and that means it's working. It's a hit. So it's definitely like a great test.
Wait a minute, wait, hold on. Let's take this conversation back overseas to Japan.
Yeah, nice.
Going through the airport.
Yeah.
Who did the people think you were?
They, as
What did you
strange
get?
as this sounds, they said to me, Pooh Bear. And it was the weird, and I'm just like, and then I'm thinking to myself, like, how? And I forget that the internet it just opens up, the world up.
Yeah.
They're on it.
So whoever loved Justin Bieber, like, we kind of like spent a lot of time, and I wrote a lot of like over 80 records for him. So it's with all his fans. So when I got to Japan, it was like Pooh Bear, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh, that's amazing.
This is amazing, yeah. And then it was great because me and him have a couple of songs. Like, have you heard "Sexy as Blunt"? You heard "Sexy as Blunt"? Yeah,
I've
so
heard it.
these
I
are
don't know
records.
about them.
These are records that Justin like will post on his SoundCloud, like, and just really like repping, and really it was because of Justin they knew me. It was weird.
And then they took you drifting.
Definitely. Yeah.
Too bad you ride with me.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right. So, church-going young man.
Yes.
Your mom hears the music. What is she saying? Or your
Can I
dad?
tell you a secret?
Please.
Yes.
My mom doesn't know my music.
What?
Oh.
She knows the
Yeah.
check. She went with you with the check.
Yeah. As a kid, but even then, she didn't.
Like, where you get this money, boy?
She didn't get it.
Oh,
She
okay.
didn't even get because my mom had me at an old age, so like we're kind of our intervals, like our gaps are crazy. So
Right.
somebody might tell her like, "You heard that new song your son got out?" And she's like, no. And then the songs, like, they're nasty, so it's not like something I was like, hey, Mom, check out this. We can do it
before
anywhere.
you go to Bible study.
Yeah. Listen to this, Mom.
Put that in your
So, yeah, it wasn't, a lot of my songs were just edgy, and then the other songs, I never really, I don't know. I don't feel like she cares. Even she probably does, but she's just older.
You gotta just be careful, baby.
Like
you gotta do a gospel song. That's what it is.
Yeah. You know what? A lot of my music now, a couple of records on Justin's album, it could be to God. You know, I'm making them like, you remember how BB and CC used to figure it out?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
man, they figured it
Oh,
out. It was like, you know what, we're gonna sing about, we're talking about love, we're talking to God, but you can relate it to your mate. You know what I'm saying? It was brilliant.
And it was played on section.
Yes, it crossed over every genre. It was brilliant. They figured it out.
That's BB and CC in the club.
It was played on what kind of music?
In the club.
Secular.
Oh, okay.
Secular.
You was sucking on what?
Secular.
Now, what song is this?
Succulent music.
Oh, he hasn't gotten to it yet. Okay, we get to it.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
Pooh Bear is in the building.
Yes, he is.
Appreciate you hanging out too, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So if people want to follow you and do all that good stuff, what do they do?
It's just Pooh
Make them
Bear.
work for it.
You go to Instagram, it's Pooh Bear. Twitter, it's Pooh Bear.
Okay.
Now there's somebody
No H.
listening.
Drop the H.
There's somebody
Thank
listening.
you.
Yeah, drop that H. There's somebody listening. They like, I would love for him to write for me. How would that happen?
Are you expensive now?
You know what? Like, you know what expensive is?
What?
It's in perspective. I learned that over the years.
Shit.
Like, something the other people, you know what I mean? Anybody be like, that costs a lot. Or somebody be like, man, that ain't shit.
Yeah.
So it's perspective. It's
I'm gonna
true.
go on the limb and go.
It's relative.
You cost a lot.
Anybody that make you
cost a
say
little bit
perspective,
Yeah, I probably
cost what you
charge.
worth.
I worked hard. I'm
Yes, you
blessed.
do.
I'm blessed to get, we got Grammys, and thank God.
That's right.
And I can see them. He about to come in. Give me $4 more, nigga. We show. Is he here yet?
Yeah, I'm not
See
thinking
if he'll
nothing.
take that. See if he'll take that.
There's this house I want that I don't quite have enough money for.
People ask me all the time, like, what inspired you to write that song? And I'm like, I know they want to hear like candles and like incense, and but it's just really, it's a check. Like, if you cut me a check, I will think of stuff.
Right. And this is what?
This is Hard to Face Reality. Me featuring Justin Bieber.
Sometimes it's hard to face reality. Don't be afraid to stand alone. Don't be afraid to stand outside your comfort zone. No one's hard away from home. It ain't easy all alone. Relationships over the phone. Talking to your significant other all night long. Sometimes it's hard to face reality.
That's hot. Now, I brought something up. Maybe you can help me clear it. So I was told, because you worked with Usher, and you know Usher, that all the songs that Donnell Jones had were songs that Usher didn't want. Is that true?
Kinda, sorta.
Okay.
You know what? Usher was another one of those artists that he's a great vocalist, great artist, and he wasn't the one that was like, yo, I want to record that song.
Okay,
He's
right.
never been that guy.
Okay.
He always had a great team of people around him. L.A. Reid, Mark Pitts, and they were always there to be like, you know what? Record that. Like, Superstar was done when that song was written. It was done, and L.A. Reid was like, you're recording that song. Usher didn't really hear it and was like, yo, I gotta cut that. But after we recorded Caught Up, after we recorded Come Follow Me, it still took him time. It took for the people to buy the record for him to be like, yo, that's a hit.
Okay.
So, he's one of those, artists.
Yeah, I hear all them kind of stories, and then I'll
he-
repeat it, and these heathens don't believe
Because
it.
90% of your information is wrong. That's wrong.
No. Like that, like a lot of those songs, they were great stories, and it tells you that it doesn't really have to come from the artist.
Okay.
Like, it could be a great song that could fit an artist, and in the consumer's mind, Usher's really, has a kid on the side.
Yes.
Confessions.
Right.
Well, that was Jermaine Dupri's story, you know what I'm saying? And people don't know that. Jermaine, that was his story. He
Exclusive.
had a girl. And he had got her pregnant, and then the concept just was one of those concepts that everybody could relate to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I was going through something at that time. My son, Brooklyn, and I had a daughter by somebody else, and that song hit, and I was like, turn this shit off.
Nice. It hit home.
Man, it hit home.
I'm grateful I didn't have to feel that.
Pooh Bear in the
Still
building.
doing good.
Yeah.
Don't move. We got one more break. Then we're going to get you out of here because I know you got other shit to do with Justin Bieber. Maybe you can bring him by here one day. It's the Rollout Show right here on Foxxhole. Yeah. You don't know about this.
You don't.
Pooh Bear in the building.
Yes.
Rollout Show.
Work for
Exclusive.
Beautiful music.
I think it's one of the first times that we played someone's music and they actually came in. And your caliber, we probably won't get no bigger than that until Justin Bieber.
Oh, man.
Hilarious.
Are you calling him Justin Bieber?
Yes. Oh, he
That's
can't
nice.
pronounce.
No, that's nice.
What do you have problems with words?
What is it?
It's
Bieber.
It's what?
Bieber.
Bieber.
B-I-E-B.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's okay.
How you gonna tell Pooh Bear?
Are you
serious?
Hold up. Hold the fuck up.
Cheater, write it down. Let him read.
So you thought it was Beaver?
So, John, you've been letting me say beep. Usually you go, Speedy.
Yeah.
Bieber.
Bieber.
What?
Bieber.
How about Justin? I just call him Justin.
Yeah.
JB.
JB.
Yeah, the kid. Yeah.
My daughter calls him Justin. She gonna fuck up when she meet him.
Speedy used to be a boxer with his hands down. So. That's how you
Punch
explain that.
drunk for life.
Is Justin? Say it again.
Bieber.
Bieber.
Nice. You killed that one.
I'm gonna fuck it up after
You
that.
bodied that one.
But when he get here, I'm not gonna say, "Show your love for," and then they'll say, it.
Yeah.
Now, Speedy, ask him what genre of music does he play? There you go.
That's when you get muted.
Anyway,
I want to ask him a question here. I want to ask him. We
Sorry
know
about
inside
the
joke,
dingy
listeners
white.
know. But what I'm saying is that we talk about the digital age, and you've come up since you've been in the game for a long time. Before this,
Yeah.
the way the music has been purchased and bought, like you said, overseas they buy the CDs and people are now streaming. How fast were you with that change and things that was going on? Did you see that ahead of the game or with the game, or how'd that go?
I saw it, and it's just turns. Everything is just turning digital. Everything. It was just like a natural progression. So
Right.
I was on it, and then we saw it. Justin saw it. He actually owns a percentage of Spotify.
Okay.
So that was something that was like we saw it coming, but at the same time, it's hard letting go.
Right,
I'm seeing now it was hard letting CDs go.
Yeah.
I get now the whole like my parents with the what I'm saying with the
A-tracks
A-tracks, and then
reels.
now a whole new generation not knowing what CDs are. Like there's new kids that are like, what's
What is
CD?
that?
Yeah.
and I like to read like who produced what and who's
Yeah, you can find that information online. It's just a lot more.
I'd rather flip
Yeah,
the
see,
CD
I'm
over.
with you. I'm not computer literate. I'm not with it.
He's not literate at all.
Shout out to Justin. Look here.
Justin who?
Yeah, I will not. I thought it was Beaver all this time. Man.
No.
Oh, it was Timberlake too?
Timber.
Give us your. It's Timberland, right?
What? Don't ask him nothing else, please.
Your story.
The producer's named Timberland. Yeah,
I thought it was Timberland.
Timberland produces Justin Timberlake.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that.
Next edition of Speedy Don't Know Shit.
I want to watch the Timberwolves.
Great singer. Show your love for the Timberwolves. give us your information, man. Again, how can people reach you? Get the music.
You reach me. My Twitter is Poo Bear without the H. Instagram is Poo Bear. You go to PooBearMusic.com. You can check my resume and all the songs, all the videos. My SoundCloud is Poo Bear. Everything is Poo Bear.
Check him out, y'all.
No
Dope.
H.
Now,
Man,
I'm gonna
please.
do this, and you just tell me what you think. And we ain't got no money. Just make sure we get that out there. We need an opening song for the show.
Okay.
No,
Can I do it?
don't play.
It's for the morning, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I told you I did an album called Beast to Wake Up To. So I have music I designed for your show probably already.
Oh.
Beast to Wake Up To.
So we just need a.
Can you do it
We
under
need a
Beaver Entertainment?
We just need a morning song.
Nice. I got a couple of them. I got one called Rise and Shine. I got one.
Ooh.
Sexy Ass Blunt is another one that's like perfect for the
Speedy
morning.
don't smoke, so he can't fuck.
No, I don't. Yeah, I stopped inhaling a while ago.
Hilarious.
I get my mouth high. My teeth.
You just
my
do contact highs.
My gums get high. But nothing else beyond that.
You pulled over. I'm not high.
I'm not high. My
now,
mouth
my
is.
dental work is.
So you were a comedian too, man. You funny, dog.
My molar is on one right now.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you right now, the story you walking in with whatever amount of check it was going. Let me go on and cash this.
Check.
I know the lady behind the thing was like, Hey, Carol.
Yeah.
Come in.
Yeah, it was like $7,000 as a kid.
I'm gonna need 5 forms of
4%
ID.
out of $7,000. They were
And they
happy.
counted out?
Yeah, they just took the 4% out, and then it didn't bother me because I didn't have anything before it.
Right,
So it was
right.
like you take
Whatever.
whatever.
If I work,
5%.
if I work there, I've been
too
like,
good.
look, I'm gonna meet you after this. I'll put it in my bank account. You only gotta give me 2%, okay?
That's brilliant. I just set up a shop right outside the check cash.
Yeah, you do. Listen, I'm a moneymaker.
That's brilliant. Monetize.
That's right.
And what's the next thing after this album's out now? What's the next thing?
The next thing is beats to make up to. After you break up, you get back if you love. Yeah. Then there's King Batch. I don't know if you know King Batch on Vine.
Hey, that's my frat brother. And when he first got here, I used to drive him around. And then my frat from whatchamacallit was like, make sure you take care of him. And then he blew up.
He blew up. Now I just wrote his album. And
Did
it's
you?
comedy album. Yeah. So we're trying to get the comedy Grammy next year. So it's brilliant. It's coming along with visuals. Basically, it's gonna be like it's one album, the King Batch Project, and it's a kind of elongated Vine with really hilarious songs and music that's just I feel like there's a balance. Like I feel like you got Soulja Boy, you got Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I take it away. I'm in love with the Coco. To me, that's comedy.
Yes.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait a minute. There's a thin line between hilarious music and hits right now.
Yes.
So I'm like, let's make funny music that's undeniable and see if it can cross over into the club and into the world. So it's a lot of hit records that are hilarious to me, but they're real songs.
Right. Well, man, we appreciate you taking out your time,
Yeah.
especially you just left the studio at 5 in the morning with Justin
Bieber.
Yeah, and then lock that in. So when he come in and I get ready to say his name, it's gonna go. Show your love for Justin
Bieber.
Thank you, brother, for hanging out with us,
Thank you
man.
so much.
Pooh
Thank
Bear.
you for having me.
Man.
Happy birthday to everybody.
Pleasure was all
Happy
ours.
birthday
Come
to you,
back
brother.
anytime.
Come
Definitely.
on. Let me
Anything
know,
released.
man. I'll reappear once a month. Just let me know.
Come on.
Done.
Reappear.
Yeah.
I love it. Ta-da!
We'll be right back. Coming up next, Tom Green is in the building.
My bum is on the green.
We'll be right back. We are back. It's the Rollout Show right here on Foxxhole.
Yeah.
Speedy and Friends and I be
Speedy.
up in this.
Yeah. Pew, pew,
It is
pew.
top of the hour. If you're supposed to be there now, you are absolutely late. So
Yes.
fucking stay in the car. That way you can listen to us. It's the funniest 4 hours of your day.
Yes,
What
it
you do with the other 20 is your business, but we got you.
Knock to him.
In the building out of Washington, D.C., we have.
Yeah, Mark Howard representing.
I don't know why you're here. In the building out of Seattle, Washington.
Hey, Kanisha Buss.
Out of Crenshaw High School here in Los Angeles.
Good morning, Bangladesh.
And on the wheels of steel.
DJ always in your ears.
And joining us here in the lair.
Legendary.
Yes.
We call it.
All right.
I don't know how he got in here, but he got in and
Oh my
he's
God.
here.
I snuck in.
Tom Green is in the building.
Yes.
It is official. We are like really a show now. We appreciate you coming.
This is
through.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a great studio you guys have here. I want a studio like this. I'm building a studio right now.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm building a Webovision studio.
Web
At the
house.
house. At your house?
I did an internet show in my house for a few years, and I moved it out of my house. I moved it into a little studio space.
Oh, okay.
Here, and we're building like it's kind of I call it Webovision.
Okay.
It's internet television for the web. Webovision.
Webovision.
And it's a lot of fun. We got a bunch of cameras. We're streaming live to.
So
social
whatever we
media.
see is what we're going to see. Whatever happens.
Yeah. I have lots of guests on, and it's a
If she
crazy
take her
talk
shirt
show.
off, she take her shirt off.
Yeah, let's hope that happens.
See a nipple there, Tom.
But it's really cool. I mean, I'm really enjoying internet broadcasting because it's like, and this is sort of the sort of a pretty intense sort of thing that I'm putting together here. It's a really cool studio. I'm having a lot of great guests, and it's live. People can call in on Skype and be on the show, and it's ridiculous.
And this has already started?
It just started. We're just starting it right now. You can watch it at TomGreen.com and on all my social media stuff.
Any
on
weird
YouTube.
callers call in?
Oh yeah, it's all. We encourage weirdness. We want weird callers, and
there's a lot of people.
Weirder the better.
it's completely free form. And so I'm on tour doing stand up. I was in Memphis yesterday. Actually, just got back from Memphis, and then when I'm on the road, I have guest hosts. Hosting the show there, and so it's kind of like a little television network of just completely crazy. My friend Harlan Williams hosted the show yesterday. Him and his co-host was a leaf rake.
Oh, yes.
A leaf rake.
Really?
Yeah, I love
a
it.
leaf rake.
You know
yeah.
me, I'm
Yeah.
all
You like
fussed up.
leaf rakes?
Yeah.
She likes teddy bears.
I love everything.
But it's just completely absurd and crazy. And then when I'm on the road, have you guys been using Periscope?
Yes.
Have you tried?
Oh, you got to get on Periscope.
Oh, it's like the barrel of the future.
Yes.
Yeah, we're looking down the barrel of the future.
And
with
you're
this
doing
thing.
the most on Periscope right now.
I'm really enjoying it. It's basically it's a new app. Okay, everyone's got to get the latest app.
Yeah.
But it's your phone. You can stream live through your phone, television, video, and as you're talking to the phone live, everybody watching can write texts, and the texts are scrolling across the screen.
Fuck?
So you're kind of
Speedy, you hear
interacting
about
with
that?
people.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
Big thing came out. Dude did the Periscope at the Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, and everybody was upset about it because they were kind of like streaming the fight, when people didn't have to pay for the fight. But it's real fun for like I went through Graceland yesterday. I was streaming from Elvis's house, a couple days ago.
Did you see him there?
I saw him there. Yeah, he was.
Because he's still alive. The king ain't dead.
The king, man. It's the king. It's goddamn
out by the pool. Yeah. No, but it's a pretty cool thing. So that's kind of my life has gotten very connected these days.
Right.
And I talk in my stand-up show. I'm always talking about how social media is destroying us all and is making us all crazy.
And
I know
right in the hub of
I
it.
know this because it's true. I'm just completely driving me nuts.
And you use Periscope.
Yeah, when I'm not in my television studio here in Los Angeles doing this crazy show, then I'm on the road doing stand-up, streaming from the phone, and it's fun. If people want to follow along and see all the goofballistic behavior, just go to my Twitter. Tom Green Live is my Twitter.
Tom Green in the building.
Tom Green, can we go back to the actual Tom Green show?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's take it back. Let's go way back in time.
You are the one who turned me on to My Bum Is on the Deer.
Yeah, absolutely.
The whole bum thing.
Yep.
I learned that from you, and this guy is amazing. The stuff you do with your dad and painting the car and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Were you just like, fuck it, I'm going for it? Was that the whole?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. I studied broadcasting in college and in the 90s, and we started in Canada, and we started doing a show on public access TV in Canada, and I got really, became my life for about, almost 10 years, really, before I was ever on MTV. I was just doing college radio, doing this broadcast, and it was, a different time, right? It was before all this Periscope, cell phone, video, editing on your laptop computer. The only way you could really make video is if you actually volunteered at a television station and somehow got them to let you use the editing equipment in the middle of the night. So we did this show before reality TV and all this stuff. So when that was going on TV up in Canada, people just didn't even know what they were looking at. I was barging into my parents' bedroom at 2:00 in the morning with some bagpipers and Highland dancers and stuff. Painted their house, painted their car with pornography, did all sorts of crazy pranks.
Are you an only child or?
No, I have a younger brother. Yeah, but I act like an only child. So.
Just forget he's around, huh?
All yours.
Yeah.
That's me.
So it was cool. So when the show came on MTV in 1999, it kind of was a little bit sort of like some out there. It was really out there. Right. But I've always been into technology. That's sort of I started off talking about Periscope. It's something that I've always been interested in. And that's kind of led me to do my comedy in certain ways. Doing things that you couldn't do without the new technology. So
right.
God damn.
So you holding the phone up on stage? You got somebody doing it for you?
Well, when I do stand up, I don't really. I occasionally I have pulled out the phone during the set and done a little streaming, but I don't do it for the whole show. Okay. Because my stand up is it's a sort of a. I like to discourage the audience from having their phones out. It's kind of hard to speak with authority. Hey, don't have your phone out when I've got my phone out. So
do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's amazing these days how many people are addicted to their phone. I mean, you go to a comedy show and you look out in the audience and there'll be some girl, like texting away. It's not always a girl, but
when I do shows like that, to me those are people that they want me to say something about them. The young lady was sitting. I did a show a couple Saturdays ago in Barstow. a big titty white girl right in the front, but she's right in the front. She wants me to say something.
Yeah.
She goes on her phone, sets the phone down, grabs the phone again, and she stands up. And I'm like, okay, she wants me to recognize the big titty. So I do a whole big titty joke.
Yeah, sure.
She's like, oh my God, you're so funny. I'm like, okay, shut up.
Well, I think people are just addicted to their phones. They can't. They almost forget they're even doing it.
Yes.
You know, you're so used to grabbing that phone, checking
For
your
no
messages.
reason sometimes.
Yeah. I think it's like I've sort of compared it to. I mean, you actually are physically addicted to it when you it's a dopamine addiction, right? When you get positive reinforcement from things, you get dopamine in your system, and you get addicted to that.
Yes.
So you don't even know why you're reaching for your phone half the time. It's not even to check your messages. But I don't know. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it, you know, because I do have a lot of fun with social media and with the new TV studio and with the video cameras back in the day, everything. But, you know, then it sort of overwhelms us, you know.
Now, you have kids, right?
I don't. I do not. No kids.
See, my daughter, I'll pick her up from school.
Yeah.
She's not in the car 2 minutes. Let me see your phone.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Yes. Let me see your phone. And that's all kids do all day. Let me see your phone.
Yeah.
Let me see your phone.
Yeah.
And if I gave her the phone, she would disappear. And I'd never see her again.
Yeah,
Till
no,
the
I know.
battery go dead.
I wonder, like, you know, if it's maybe time to start taking them away from the kids, you know, so they go outside and play with, like, you remember when we were kids, we'd play with like like magnets and stuff. You know, like magnets. Do kids play with magnets anymore?
Nah, it's a lost art.
Get some iron filings and you put them on a table and you put the magnet under it. Wow, look, they're moving on their own. You know, a magnifying glass. You know, burning leaves with a physical stuff, real things. I
used to burn the ants.
Yeah,
That ain't right.
exactly.
I would burn
the
ants.
I know.
If it rained, I would build a dam.
Yeah.
To block it, and then you.
So you are a beaver.
Yeah.
I used to do stupid shit.
Yeah, kids aren't burning ants anymore with the magnifying glass. There's going to be a massive overpopulation of ants.
And that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, they have an ant app actually where you just hit the ants. You ain't seen that? No. And the flies, they have everything on your phone.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to actually burn actual ants with magnifying glasses anymore. Thank you, Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
Now your physical health. On your show, you did it where, was it testicular?
Yeah, testicular cancer,
And you went through that whole surgery and you...
Yeah.
How's everything
I
now?
had my right testicle removed.
Right.
The left one's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay.
I'm doing fine.
Okay.
I remember when that
Just lonely now, right?
I remember when that was going down. I was like, you gonna take one?
Yeah.
I thought when they take one, they take them both.
No. Thank God they don't. Thank God they don't.
Yeah, they
We
take
truly lived through that
I can still have kids. I just have chosen not to do that yet. You know.
Okay.
I think I'm going to wait till I'm 50 to have kids, so I'll be dead by the time they're unemployed adults.
You're not gonna leave nothing in the will.
I'll get to enjoy the early years, the fun years, when they're cute, and then as soon as they become assholes
You'll leave
at
them a
15,
phone.
I'm
I'll
out.
die.
Yeah.
You won't leave nothing in
As
the
soon
will.
as they need money for college, I'm dead. But
Hey, Dad left us a phone. You got a phone. But magnets.
phone and magnets.
Your choice. Pick the right one.
yeah, but I'm a cancer survivor. I'm
Congratulations.
very thankful for life, and it changes you in a lot of positive ways. You know, surviving that, and I did do a documentary about it, and we put it on MTV.
Yes, sir.
I have cancer survivors come to my stand-up shows a lot, and testicular cancer survivors who thank me for that. So, it's been a pretty interesting sort of curveball. I wasn't expecting that to happen when I was 28 years old.
Right.
Wasn't expecting that to happen, but it did, and it's been interesting. I honestly, sometimes I say to myself that I wouldn't trade my experience with cancer for anything, really. But then I think, actually, no, I'd trade it for my right testicle. Wouldn't mind getting that back. Yeah.
So when a girl's down there and she's fondling them, she can say, "Oh, this one's gone."
It's more like she's fondling it.
Yeah.
But no, it's fine. It's fine. Hopefully the curiosity factor maybe encourages people to want to fondle it, It's lonely. It needs to be fondled.
It could use a hand.
Or a thumb, either one.
It's not like shockingly different. And it's sort of, like they don't, like people don't sort of, not to get into too much detail, but let me give you the exact details of how. Like when they remove your testicle, they go in from above. They kind of cut you up in your abdomen, and they kind of reach down into it, and then they shuck it out like an oyster.
Oh.
They shuck it out like an oyster. But they don't actually hack your scrotum up. You know, I don't have like a big scarred up sack.
See, I thought they just cut.
Yeah, no, they don't
use a magnet and pull it on out.
No magnets, no cutting of the sack. The scrotum is completely intact. Everything is fine. I won't show you, but I will describe it.
So it's like the stuffed animal game in front of those.
It's like the stuffed animal game.
And they bring it out with the claws.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, lucky
so how many quarters did it take for them to actually get it?
A lot of quarters. Fortunately, I had good health insurance.
I remember when you were going through that, and they were like, "Yeah, they're gonna do this operation on TV." I'm like, "No." No fucking way. You were like, yeah, it's going to be all right.
Yeah, and that was a strange thing to do at the time. I mean, there's been people who have done it since, but at the time, I think, it's amazing how fast the world changes.
Exactly.
But, in 1999, 2000,
you were cutting edge.
Cameras were
no
not
pun intended.
being, exactly. People weren't sneaking cameras into operating rooms and things like that as much. Things were a lot more controlled.
Right.
Yeah.
So now, if you had to come up with something, because the shock value of doing things makes people tune in and follow you. If someone came to you and said you can do this on the air, on your phone, whatever, what would that shock thing be? What's something you would say I would love to do?
Well, it's actually kind of what I'm trying to do now with the studio.
Okay.
So, because I think what's happened is there's so much shocking stuff out there now. I mean, there's ISIS out there now. How do you get more shocking than what they're
they
doing?
be uploading videos. Bullshit.
I'm not saying that's comedy, but it's horrifying though. It is shocking.
Very.
And so, before reality and cameras and it was when my show was on MTV, I was doing some shocking stuff to get people to tune in. But now there's so much just outrageous stuff on there that I'm sort of trying to do something different, where it's just the format is completely new of the show, where it's a long format show. You can watch the show for it goes on for hours. There's no commercial breaks. It's essentially like, imagine if you were watching Conan O'Brien or Jimmy Fallon, but you could call into the show and he would answer the phone and you'd start talking to the guest. It's kind of a new kind of thing. So that's kind of exciting for me, because I don't think there's really anything that's that shocking anymore. But if it's just funny and silly and different and absurd and original, that's my kind of shocking now. So that's what we're trying to do in the show, just doing some weird shit.
I love weird shit.
Do some weird shit.
Emphasize that.
Like my friend Harland Williams, the comedian Harland Williams, he guest hosted the show yesterday. It's kind of cool. It's literally like when I'm not in town, I have people guest hosting the show.
Okay.
It's really fun. If you ever want to guest host the show,
don't play.
You can guest host the show.
Tom, don't play.
Yeah,
it's
really, you come by. I've got my studio there, and you can it'll be really fun.
All right.
Yeah.
Done.
So but it's like. He's outrageous. Obviously, Harland is outrageous, and he just did an hour-long show, just Harland Williams taking calls. And at one point, I think he was talking to a leaf rake for about 15 minutes. A leaf rake.
That's when you go, what'd you say? I didn't hear you. Yeah. Could you speak up, please? Shit, fucking leaf rake.
So it gets really
weird. It
gets weird. It's bizarre. It's kind of
every day?
It's every day, sometimes 2 shows a day, and then all the shows exist online, and you can watch it on my website at tomgreen.com, and just follow on Twitter. Whenever we go live, I'll tweet out at Tom Green Live.
I'm there.
Yeah,
I just got to tell me where to go.
I would love that.
You would do?
So Tom, let me ask you a typical question. Coming up the game. Who was your influences coming up in the game?
Well, when I was a kid, David Letterman was why I really wanted to do television, and it's it's amazing to think that he's retiring tomorrow. Today, Tuesday.
And you actually filled in as a guest host on David Letterman before, and only a few people have can do that.
I got the honor of getting to guest host the show, and that was bizarre. They called me the day before and asked me if I could guest host the show. Wow. I said yes, I can. I was in Los Angeles.
You give us time to say no, right?
Drive to the airport, and
me and Bob Ball will be there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it was just it was ridiculous. So, but it's gonna be weird not having him on TV.
Yeah.
But
who's replacing him?
Stephen Colbert. Colbert, yeah. So
okay,
yeah, it'll be.
I like Stephen.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But I just think there's going to be sort of it really makes it certainly makes me start to feel my age, because it's like, oh, now there's nobody really older than me, that much older. I mean, Stephen Colbert's older, I guess.
Right.
But everyone's kind of, there's not that guy that you grew up with on TV anymore. So,
Is they're going to do right on Stephen right after, or are they going to give some time between?
I don't know.
Because that makes sense to follow a legend like that and then and expect the show to do the same numbers. That's kind of hard to follow, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably partly why he's retiring, is because the television's changed so much, and nobody's really got the numbers that they used to. I mean, imagine if you were doing the show, 20 years ago, and you were getting, 10 times as many people watching. Now with the internet and social media,
and phones,
people just aren't watching television as much anymore. So it must be kind of like frustrating, I would think, to be a David Letterman, who you're used to having millions and millions and millions of people watching, and now there's not as many people watching. So
everything is on the phone. That's why Periscope is going to be way bigger than people even know right now. But it's new. That's why I'm suggesting get on it now.
I've been doing some weird. You can swear here, right?
Yeah.
I've been doing some weird shit with the Periscope. Wow, some weird shit.
I'm listening.
Like one thing I do is like when I see a payphone, I'll you can read the number off the payphone, so I'll be streaming live on my Periscope, holding my phone up, filming myself talking to everyone on Periscope, and I'll give out the number of the payphone, and then everyone will start calling the payphone, and I'll do a phone-in show from the payphone. Yeah, well, I'll just take calls from people, and I'll be broadcasting this phone-in show. I did the other day in Lexington, Kentucky, last week. I said, I'm standing on the corner of Broadway and Main, outside the Urban Outfitters. I'm going to go in there right now. I'm not telling you to do this, but if you were to look up the phone number of the Urban Outfitters in Lexington, Kentucky, in the corner of Broadway and Main, and call it, maybe I can take some calls in there. So I walk in, the phone starts ringing.
Tom Green?
The phone kept ringing for like half an hour, like hundreds of people calling, and they were actually real nice about it. I went behind the cash and I did a phone-in show.
Oh, that's dope.
From the Urban Outfitters.
That's fucking off the chain.
So it's silly stuff.
Okay,
interactive stuff.
Yeah, you can do all type of shit on there.
Yeah,
that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
because I never would have thought to do that. And then you see somebody's going, he doesn't work here, right? You're asking for Tom Green.
Yeah,
just give me the phone.
Put the pants on.
Well, you would initially think somebody's being funny, like, okay, Tom Green's here, and then you're like, oh shit, Tom is here.
But it's weird. The followers on my Periscope now know this, so now whenever I walk into any business and I'm streaming, even if I don't tell them, they'll figure out what it is just by visually look it up on the internet, and the phone will start ringing.
Right.
It's like I walked into a fireworks store in where was it? I don't know, somewhere. St. Louis, just outside Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, last week, and I just was showing everyone the fireworks. I was buying some fireworks. Phone starts ringing because they saw the sign as I walked in.
Wait a minute, before the 4th of July?
Yeah, well, fireworks are just everywhere, all year round. In the South, year round, best fireworks.
Down south.
Yeah, so then I bought a bunch of fireworks and went and blew up a bunch of stuff on my Periscope.
Where'd I put my phone?
Yeah.
On the fireworks.
Blowing the fuck up. Now, where can people see you? You'd say about how they can follow you?
I'm going on tour next week, so I'll be touring through Florida, doing stand-up all through Florida in 2 weeks, actually. But just go to Tom Green Live on Twitter, at Tom Green Live. Or go to tomgreen.com, and that links to everything. There's a podcast, there's the Webovision, there's my YouTube channel.
It's so weird doing this show because I get a chance to meet a lot of people I've seen, and I do stand up, but just meeting you and kicking it's like we've been knowing each other. Like I've been knowing you for years. And it's like, but comics is how we flow. So it's fantastic to meet you, get a chance to kick it. And,
thanks, man.
Hearing about the one ball thing. The one ball thing is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny at the time.
Yeah, I'm just.
I was like, wow, this is fucking funny.
Down to one.
Yeah. Dual redundancy, right? But no, it's cool. I'm having a great time. I'm happy to be alive doing comedy, and this Webovision is just really ridiculous. I really want to tell people out there, I can't say it enough, you can really be on the show, be part of the show. It's a fun, interactive thing. It's not, just like watching a TV show, and especially now because it's new and it's growing. It's pretty easy to get on the air if you want to get on the air. So just follow on Twitter. We'll send out all the instructions and watch live. I'll be live today, actually, at 4 o'clock.
So
Los
I
Angeles
want you guys to call in.
Yeah.
and say, hey, man, we saw you on the Foxxhole on the Rollout Show, and then you just have fun with them. Go for it. Mark,
absolutely.
you call it, Mark.
Yeah,
Sure.
Pacific Standard Time.
I have nothing to do.
Yeah, you wash that shirt maybe, but you ain't got shit else. Put some Clorox on that. Funny. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Yes.
Anytime you want to come back, please, man, just walk through the door.
Thank you.
He'll move, and we'll do the show.
All right.
I don't move. I sit here all the time.
Nice.
Legendary Tom Green.
Yes.
is in the building.
Thank you for hanging out with
Playing
us.
my song.
He's
I
the
like
person that let me be okay with being weird, so I feel good.
My bum is in your mouth. My bum is in your mouth.
It's on the Swedish.
Coming up next, Anthony Lewis, right here on the Foxxhole Radio. We'll be right back. Go get him always. Once again, go get that J Fizzle.
Definitely go get it. And some of the features that are on there, Wale, Pharrell, Kidding, Fabulous, Chris Brown. So you definitely want to check it out. It has dropped,
Speedy?
and it is hot. Speedy?
Did he put my name on it?
No, your name ain't on there. Oh, that's you humming in the background?
You're on the Eatalude.
Yes. Don't be...
Anyway,
It's smacking.
it's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole, the greatest morning show ever.
Yep.
Speedy and Friends and I be.
Speedy.
In the building, we have Mark Howard.
Yes, sir.
In the building, we have Kanisha Buss.
What?
In the building, we have
Good morning, Tonga.
Wheels of Steel.
DJ always in your ears.
And our photographer is...
Marvin Gaye Jr. What's going on with your goddamn picture?
Make me want to holler. The way you go.
That's Salam.
Yesterday I said, hey, Slum, you have some of the food. I only do fruit, bro. I don't do anything other than fruit. That's why you weigh 36 pounds.
Dude,
I see the banana going down your system right now.
You want to be Erykah Badu.
Eric Badu. That's who he is. In the building, fresh out of high school, just came from his third period class.
Wow.
Yeah.
Prom in the morning.
Prom in the morning.
Yes.
Got pictures, got class pictures to take. We got
Anthony Lewis is in the building, y'all.
AL.
How y'all doing?
Nice to have you, my
Y'all doing
brother.
good.
Oh, this you. This you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This is me.
He
Yes, sir.
redid the candy. Now in 7th grade, I danced to the original and killed it in choir class.
And just so y'all know, I was born in 97. You know, that was out 95.
Got a pair
So
of
I didn't know
Jordans
about
older
it.
than you.
Oh, yeah.
Some Jordans in the box right there. 84s.
84.
Yeah, older than my boss.
So you redid the candy. Yeah.
So for real.
Oh yeah, I did hear this. Yes. Let's go.
I still remember
Thank
the
you,
dance
sir.
moves from the 7th grade
Thank
to this.
Thank you.
So since before the song, you probably had what 2 or 3 girls in your life, and the song drop, and then
Nah, not exactly that type of, you know, not too.
Do tell, Anthony.
Do tell.
He's a focused
Well, you
artist.
know, back in the day, when I was 15,
Wow.
which was
years
about
ago.
3 years ago. You know, I'm still young. I'm not a grown man, but I'm still young. You feel me? But but before Candy Rain, I mean, I had a girl. You know,
What was his name?
Favors. Whoa, hold up.
Well, I'm glad you're listening.
Hold up.
make sure you was listening. You had to make
You
sure
ain't
you
got
was
your
listening.
headphones all the way on, dog.
Hold up. Don't play me like that.
Anthony was fast as well.
No,
Wait a
hold
minute,
up.
mother.
See, that's why I know you from L.A.
Yeah, hold up. Don't do that. No. Anywho, like I was saying.
He hit us with
I
an
had a girlfriend.
Okay.
Not a he friend. I had a girlfriend.
Clear it up.
Anywho, you know, you feel me? You know,
See,
everything
they just
was
hate no light skinned Anthony. Don't worry.
I'm trying to say, like,
shut up,
you feel
boy.
me? Like, I don't understand that.
Where's the girlfriend at now? That's what we want to know.
It's
over now. He's something.
over.
It's over?
Yeah.
What happened?
Candy Rain hit.
You cheated on her?
Nah, I'm not even like that, bro.
Okay.
No, it's like this. It's like, I mean,
You're growing.
I sing and stuff, you know, and it's like
You're working.
some girls just understand that. There's some like, you mess with all these other girls. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm telling you, like, cause I was on the road. Like, ask my mom. Like, we was out.
You who?
My mom.
She said manager.
She gonna beat your ass. She said manager. She said don't tell them look you got who I be.
I thought that was your sister. That's your
I thought
mom.
your
That's my
sister
mom. Yeah.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, my
woman.
mom manager, and you know,
That's right.
Yeah, y'all
That's-
do look alike.
that's
Born on
the
my
mamas
birthday,
right
too.
there. Born on the same.
When's your birthday?
January 24th.
Same
Your
day.
mama look way better than you. Anyway, keep talking.
Great day. The same day that my dad was.
Now I got to stop
January.
cussing.
I know. Now
I thought it was your manager. I was like, look, motherfucker, now you
So
manager.
you still jack it off in front of your mom?
Them long showers. I
No,
have
sir, I'm not doing that.
See, sir,
Not at all. You know.
I should have known that was your mom because you was answering like different. Like, no.
I mean, it's
Okay,
like
go on, do
this.
that.
It's like I have respect in front of my mom.
Yeah,
you
you
know, I'm not
should.
gonna just go off, but you know, when she leave the room, we can like. I just joking. Mama, let me talk to you for a minute. I just joking.
Okay.
I just joking.
It's another me.
Huh?
No,
I'm not
mama.
gonna say nothing.
No, mom, sit down.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't saying nothing. But yeah,
But that's beautiful that she's with
definitely.
you. That
Yes,
is great.
she's with me at all times. Like for lights and everything, like she's with me by my side every time because she's in the music business too. So you know,
Oh, okay.
like she would tell me when I'm messing up, I'm gonna be too big of a head. Yo,
Yes.
you slacking. You
Right.
feel me? So I mean, it's cool to have somebody like that on your side.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? So,
That's right.
5 girls you was dating at one time. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, tell her.
Nah, I
Mom
wasn't-
trying to get on the mic.
Nah.
We
Let
do
me
got
tell you
an
this.
extra one.
At the end of the day, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's a point in life, and it's a stage in your life to where sometimes you just think you the stuff.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I understand that. I mean, I felt like that before. I felt like, yo, since I got this girl for liking me, I'm like, oh, Rochelle Lewis was good. You know, but
As long as you're honest with everybody.
I mean, I'm honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let them know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let them
I'm
know.
Candy Rain, bitch.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. It's more like I had to grow up.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because just talking to this girl or talking to that girl is just all it's gonna do is get you in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just.
But you've learned that at an early age. So
I learned
that's-
that at an early age, and I'm only
that's
18.
sweet.
You know
Now,
what I'm
is,
saying? So
is your album out or is it just the 2 songs or
no,
what's
the
up?
album's not out yet.
Okay,
The album's
you're
not out
still
yet.
working on it.
Yes.
Right. Now, are you writing? Are you
Yes,
playing
I'm
on
writing
it?
and stuff. Yes.
Oh, good. So you have an idea where you want it to go?
I mean, I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, just as a young man. I mean, I can't just say a lot of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm only 18.
Since
You've
yesterday,
been through a
you can't
medium
say.
amount of bullshit.
You know, I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Like,
A good amount for an 18-year-old.
just like that's like I said. I've been through relationship wise. I've been through the heartbreak. I've been through like played her stuff like that. Like I use all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and this album that you hear called 5 Senses. 5 Senses is just everything about a girl.
5 senses.
Yeah, let's say me and you go down so Venice Beach or something. We just chilling, walking, see that bad girl, but like, dang, she bad. Her body crazy. She smell good too. She walk right past you, smell like that good stuff. You feel me? Some good. You know, it's just everything about the girl that really like, you know what I'm saying? So just on this album, it's really just talking about me. It's just
That's
getting
dope.
familiar with who I am.
I usually do it different. Huh?
I'm laughing
What
at
you
mom's
do?
reaction.
I'm usually at somewhere to eat and go, the food smells good. Who the bitch behind the counter? That's smell like pancakes.
Nah, it's-
Who's cooking in this motherfucker?
That's usually at the barbecue joint.
Yeah. I'm going to give me a discount.
He uses 5 senses at the barbecue spot.
What scissors are those? All right, so now when it comes to doing music, who are the people that you look at like, yo, if I can get it like this guy, that's
musical
who I want.
influence.
My musical influences is most definitely Michael Jackson.
Okay,
Yeah.
Of course.
Very good.
I grew up on Chris Brown,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
You know, just the way he commands that stage and the way like just him coming up. You know what I'm saying? Just goes for Michael too. Like just both of them, Justin Timberlake, Usher, James Brown, Sam Cooke. Like I can keep going on and on. My mom always played old school music in the house, so I grew up in that old school environment.
me
And plus
too.
my dad back in the day, I don't know if you guys heard the group back in the day called As Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad
Who's
was
your dad?
Tony Grant.
Okay, so I gotta do it like this because one had braids.
So your
one
dad was
had,
Yaz.
Oh, stupid. He got
Wow.
you. Yes,
Yeah.
mom got it. You were like,
Yes.
huh? Don't worry about it. Mom was like, oh, he's funny. Don't worry about it. So there's a guy that has braids. There's a
Yeah.
guy that has the fade.
Bald head. Let's just say that.
Go ahead, brother.
Bald head. Yeah. Bald
As
head.
Yet was. Why didn't it? Okay, that's mom. Why didn't it have a second album? That first album was a beast.
They broke up.
I don't know.
Is that what happened?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Management?
I don't know what happened.
You
He don't know
either.
what
Because
happened.
what's face?
Your daddy was just at home all day. Why is he here all day? He's recording shit.
I knew what's face in the group.
You ain't As Yet did shit, daddy.
No, but honestly, he was actually he went with Tyler Perry.
Oh, he did? Okay.
He went with Tyler Perry, so he's been with Tyler Perry ever since then. About what is it, about 10 years?
He's been with Tyler for a few years. But
Oh, for years, my fault.
He's on
Yeah.
TV show.
Doing plays and
He's
things
on a
like
lot.
that.
Yeah.
So it's in your blood. It's in your blood to perform and do
I mean,
this.
I just thought about it like I might as well just take on the baton, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's right.
Because, yeah,
my
they
mom
say,
sings. My mom was in a group back in the day called Breeze. I was signed to Dr. Dre. Signed
For
to-
Breeze?
Huh?
Febreze? Is that the
wow. Febreze.
It smells good.
Anthony is hilarious when he gets to know. He's like, oh, you got jokes.
Anthony gonna come over there in a minute.
I never know what's gonna pop up.
Same thing she said.
Wow.
And you got to see your reactions because you didn't know it was a joke. You went, really? You got jokes during the interview?
Yeah.
This
goes down
fucking
like
great,
that.
man. I love it. Now, so you got a couple songs out.
Yes, sir.
Looking to do. You're gonna finish up the album. Or do you play instruments? Because I see you dance. You do.
I
everything,
play
man.
instruments. I used to play piano a lot, but you know, I'm gonna keep it so 3000 with you. I got lazy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I felt like my hands was hurting really bad, so I was just like, yo, let me go ahead and stop.
So you're
But-
spoiled.
No, I'm not spoiled. But it's more to the point, like, at the time, I wasn't taking music serious at that time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But since now, I really want to do this because music has saved my life, you know, so I feel like, yo, what if I just pick up a couple things? Like, I could play drums, I could play flute.
And playing the piano, for those that don't know, is you have to stay with it. It's
Definitely. And plus, I'd rather learn, like, by myself because that's how a lot of great, you know what I'm saying, great entertainers did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's just how Stevie Wonder did it. Stevie Wonder didn't get nobody to teach him. He just like, I'm gonna go to the keys and just, like, hold on, that sounds good. That sounds good together. This sounds good together too.
The keys.
I mean, you know what I mean, man.
So you play with a blindfold.
You know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean, boy.
I just love your expressions. Like, really? Motherfucker, you got another jokes?
Hey,
Anthony, let me get you out of that one. Explain what you mean when you say music saved your life. What do you mean? Go a little deeper in that.
Saved my life. I mean, people go through those phases in a lifetime to where, I mean.
So is this in middle school? Is it middle school that you're finding yourself and you're trained? I'm just saying.
Middle school. Let me tell my story.
Thank you, Anthony. Help me.
Come on,
let me tell you. So, when you get older, you start to see certain things. I mean, moms and dads, you know, they go through the little phases. They got to separate. I understand that. I believe in that.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, that kind of crushed me because I watched my mom and my dad perform most of my life. You know, so to see that go away, it's like, what's the point of just, like, you feel me? So,
Different energy.
Yeah. You know, so I seen my mom, I seen my dad. I just seen, like, dang, this is really happening. So I just took a point in my life to where, let's just do what I got to do. So I just started being retarded, hanging out with
Rebellious,
the wrong people.
yeah.
Just being, I was ignorant and lost at one point.
Okay.
I was. I was hanging out in the street. My mom was worried about me, not knowing where I was.
So you needed your ass whooped, basically.
He needed some music. That's what he needed.
Honestly, I didn't need that. I needed someone to talk to me, to let me know, like, yo, you have a bright future ahead of you.
Right.
You have a life. You know, my mom always told me that. I'm not going to sit here and act like she didn't. But she always told me that, but I didn't listen to that. I was just more like, yo, I'm so stuck onto what I'm doing. Like, let me just go ahead and just grind.
Just a rebellious
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was homeless. Honestly, I was homeless.
Yeah, and she came to you and said, as yet.
Huh?
Get it?
No, that was
I didn't get that one.
I didn't get it either,
I got the other ones, though. I got the other ones, though.
I appreciate that.
I got the other ones, though.
Slap him on the back of the head.
I got the other ones, though.
That was
John
terrible.
gave you that
I got the other ones, though.
Don't blame John for that.
John gave you that one?
That was
gave you that.
terrible.
Dang, John. That's how you feel. Nah, but
Don't blame John.
But I was homeless at the time.
Okay.
You know, and I didn't know how to take that.
Yeah.
You know, and
I wish I could have you speak to him. I have a stepson, and he's in the 10th grade, and he's kind of going through that transition because his dad is really not in his life, and I'm having to be there. And I think hearing that and not listening to your parents, because all we try to do, and we try to tell all the kids, hopefully you're listening, or parents, that we've been down certain roads, and so we figure, we go down these roads so that somebody else doesn't have to get behind us. But we're able to tell somebody, if you go this way, this is going to happen. And half the time with kids, you gotta just let go and let y'all go through that, and then you go, oh shit, it is the fat meat is greasy.
The thing about it is, though, that's what I went through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was hanging around just being retarded. My mom was like, yo, you keep doing this, something's going to happen to you. And I don't want nothing to happen to you. I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have no kids at no young age. I don't want you to do all this. I was just out there being wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just being, I mean, I can't say being a kid. I was just being one of those ignorant and lost kids.
And the music itself brought you back in, or your focus
It's not that
to
the music brought me back in.
cold?
It was more like, well, mama, honestly,
I ain't got no jacket.
it was
hungry.
cold.
Somebody stole my bike.
It was the cold. That's a good one. I like that one. Actually. I might steal that one.
No, don't
That
steal
one's
it. It's
cool.
you. That's
Yeah,
you.
leave me alone.
Yeah, cold
No,
will
but
bring you back in.
honestly,
You ain't got no cable outside.
You miss meal cramps.
No cable outside.
You can't see the basketball game on the moon.
Why my phone don't work? Mama turn that motherfucker off. That's why that shit don't work.
You won't answer it.
If it ring, that's God calling. Trust me. That motherfucker ring.
No, but yeah, like to save my life wise, my mom, what she did, she just said, "Yo, just be with me just for an hour." You know what I'm saying? Like my mom can only do so much. She's a single parent that's raising
A knucklehead.
Yeah.
pretty much an ignorant knucklehead. That
See,
was
you
on
knew.
some like.
And that's what I mean by maybe this part of your story. You can go to high schools, man, because
And I have, and I actually, I
there's
was
so
in
many kids
Detroit.
that don't
actually.
get it.
I was just in Detroit just the other day, and I was just explaining to them like, "Yo, I know it's rough."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My mom made sure I didn't go up in a rough environment. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you in the
I
valley.
went to it. I went to it.
my kids grew up in the valley. I used to take them over to watch and just drop them off. Just so they can see. I'll give you a story. My son's playing basketball. We're playing at the Watts Summer Games. And these brothers came in, sagging, whatever, and they looked at my son. Y'all want to come outside and play? Now, they with me, and I ain't trying to tell them what to do, but I'm hitting them with the, don't do it. You ain't going to get back in here. Y'all light-skinned. You from the valley. It's finna go bad. And they're like, well, Dad. I was like, And then, but they didn't go.
Work it out.
And it was like, okay, I need to start exposing them to other parts of the world and letting them see that it's real out here. And I think that part of it, and like you were saying, he said it was cold, that's why you came back. But even with my stepson, he was like, he's living in my house and we got everything. Then he was like, well, I'm running away. And I told his mom, where is he going to go?
Yeah,
you don't
let
get no
him
better
run.
than this. It ain't like somebody's, smoking crack and doing all of that. So I can feel your mom trying to tell you, I've been down that road.
Yeah.
And you telling other kids is going to help. Even if you tell 15, but one turns around,
Yeah.
it was that one that was like, that needed that. And needed to hear, okay, maybe I do need to listen to my parents.
Like I said, it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? And also, I didn't mention I have a brother too. So he do what he do. He gang bang.
Younger brother?
No,
Older brother.
younger brother, for real.
Yeah, I don't know.
You had a brother. You didn't.
Older brother, man. I'm only 18, man.
So you could have a brother 1 through 17.
Hey, you know they got 9-year-olds out here, motherfucker, right?
Hey, hold up.
You know that?
Hold up.
It don't stop at 18, Negro.
He act like,
Anywho.
younger
How can somebody be younger than me?
Anywho.
Nah, we're
Like I
not
was
letting that
saying.
slide.
Andy,
Fuck
you are
that.
Like I was
hilarious.
saying.
You gotta do some comedy because your expression.
I ain't doing no
You be
comedy.
an actor. You be a great actor. 'cause
I
your
ain't no
expressions-
actor.
He was like,
Not yet, not an actor, but I'm be there.
Mom, trust me, he need to go on some
Hey.
Motherfucker said, really?
Keep it 1,000. Hey.
All right, so give us what we can look for you next, and what's going on, and how can they get the songs that are out? How can they
Most
do that?
definitely. I just released my new single featuring T.I. called "It's Not My Fault."
Excellent.
I really love that record. Nasri from Magic, he did that song. Why you gotta be so rude?
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if you guys heard
Okay.
that. The lead
Yes,
singer wrote
yes.
that song.
Okay.
So whatever he touches, it's really magic.
That's right.
I mean, I've been
Yeah.
working with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's really dope. And I got this new song that's dropping tomorrow, actually called "Miss My Shawty." We're just throwing out music every 2 weeks, just getting people.
And
to
how
know.
can they get it again? They go to.
You can go on iTunes actually tomorrow. I might be dropping on iTunes. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be everywhere. So we're just gonna drop music every 2 weeks. I'm just gonna feed y'all different stuff. See what y'all like. You know what I'm saying?
Done deal,
So
man.
That's just what it is.
You want to come back? You're more than welcome, Mom. You want to come?
I'm gonna be back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
We won't be
back
here.
here. Y'all not gonna be here?
They'll be locked tomorrow. You're gonna be in that cold again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please look for Anthony Lewis on the I'm Not Homeless tour.
Listen.
Sponsored by Anywho.
Toys R Us.
No,
Now,
man.
what's your social media and everything too as well? So people
Oh
can
yes. Y'all can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at @LewisMusic.
Hey, Lewis Music.
@LewisMusic.
That's right.
Yeah. I know you about to pull something. I know you're thinking about something right now too. I see you. He gave me the eye like, yo.
Hey,
Lewis Music.
young man.
Don't move. We'll be right back, guys.
We'll be back.
You're all good, brother.
You got to go get it.
That's that J Fox, right?
Yeah, that's the Jay Fizzle.
Man.
You can pick it up right now all over the internet or just go to the store. Pick it up. You can get it. It's the Rollout Show right here on the Foxxhole with Speedy and Friends. And I want to just throw out this topic right quick, if y'all don't mind.
It's your show.
Yeah. Well,
we just friends.
That's
What's the topic,
up
Speedy?
for debate too.
Never.
I'm reading this story. I was reading the story.
Impossible. Go ahead.
I was definitely reading the story.
He was reading it, but was he reading it accurately?
And it was like the 3 sexiest words a woman.
Put your glasses on. So I'm trying to just wing it.
Don't be trying to wing this shit.
Put your Golden Girls on.
Switch the light on.
Red foxes. It's the 3 sexiest words that a woman could ever say to a man.
Dinner's ready.
That one?
Yeah.
I like that one too. Mark, you got one?
I like dinner.
Get out the house.
The game is on.
Here's the remote.
No, I love you.
Bullshit.
And I've been in situations where I was with a girl, and I don't know if there's a certain, and it says that in the article that you don't want to say it too soon, right?
Yeah.
Or you've had to been with that person for a while to even get that word to come out, get those words to come out. And I'll never forget I was with this girl, and I wasn't feeling her like that, but we was dating. We was hanging out. I'm hitting, she's crying, hitting. It's a beautiful thing. And she said, I love you. And I was like, because I ain't know at that moment, am I supposed to say, because I felt if I didn't say I love her, then we wouldn't be on the same level. And I wonder, when it's too soon? At what point is it years or a couple months, or is it actually you got to have some arguments under your belt for someone to say I love you and then you respond with that same thing?
It depends on the relationship. Some people fall in love overnight. Some people have been in enough situations and enough relationships to know when it's right. I think that's something that comes with age as well, and being able to differentiate things you've been through, other people that you've been with, things to compare it to know when you're in love. And I think you can't put a time limit on that, because some people will get married 3 weeks after meeting each other, and sometimes it will last, sometimes it won't, or some people will be together for 10 years and then call it quits. So you never know. So I think love depends on the situation and the people that are in the situation.
Should it mean something when somebody says it though? Should you be like,
yes?
So should your response? Let's say you're not in love, right? And a young lady or a guy comes up to you, or y'all been dating 5 months.
Oh,
and he goes,
yeah.
Go ahead.
I could tell you my example.
Please.
Yeah, I would never say it back. I have never. Every man that I've been with has told me that they love me first. I have never said it.
Every man you've been with, or every man that told you they loved you?
The ones that have told me they loved me, and meant it, and we were in relationships. But there was one time, and I was definitely stubborn with love, and he had told me, he was like, I'm not sure what your definition of love is, and I know how you are about that word, but I do love you. And I just stood there and looked at him. And I felt, and he was like, I'm not asking you to say it back, but I want you to know that I love you.
To me, that's different. I'm talking, just feel me out. I'm talking about I'm with someone, we doing it, whatever, and she goes, I love you. Not, because he kind of prepared you for that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when they blurt it out, should your response or that person or my response be, I love you too? Because I think it waters it down.
Not if you don't mean it. I mean it.
Because I feel like I need to say it because she said it.
No.
Call it. We want to know.
I have no understanding.
855-960-3699. When do you say I love you?
All right. I'm trying to get clear what you mean. You from what you're saying.
Hilarious.
Now, because of the way you're putting it out there, it's like
basically what he's saying.
If
Mark,
you love somebody, you're going to express that feeling.
But when do you? When is the right time? Because
so your understanding is dingy.
I love dingy.
I can.
Again, let's do it like this, Mark.
Can't we do it like anything?
Who would say it first, a woman or a man?
It depends on the situation, whoever's feeling it. But what you're asking is, if I tell you I love you, should you say it back, even if you don't mean it?
Even if I don't mean
it. That's what
should I say it back?
Love spelled backwards is evil. That was just my little Tourette's moment.
I was like, wait a minute, there ain't no old
evil. So you've been married twice.
A loser.
Twice. In that losing and all that shit, when did she say I love you?
In your Washington and Clippers moments.
Hold on, John. Fucking so funny.
He's always a whooping boy.
Basically, he's right.
When did, like your first marriage, when did she say I love you, and when did you respond?
I believe I told her first.
You're gay.
I am delivered. I didn't tell her that.
You told her you loved, and what did she say?
He
it?
loved her.
Hold on, did she say it right back, or she has it?
She did.
Okay.
Words like that come from a place, and I can't speak for women. I would never try to do that.
Why not?
But women say they love you. It's from a place like, I really do love you. It's like, whatever happens between us, good, bad, or indifferent, I will always love you. Because at this moment in time, I love you. So that's not going to change. But this relationship and everything around it might change. Guys, we say, I love you so we can get some pussy.
Really?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what's necessary?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I would never say it before a woman.
If it's necessary to do that to get something, I'm not going to.
I would never say it before a woman because I think
Because
when a
we're
woman
manipulating the
says
situation. Like you say, I would never say it before a woman.
Because I think when
Because
a
that
woman
makes you vulnerable?
No, that too. But I think when a woman says it, then I know I'm ready to go. If I say I love you,
Ready
and
to go
she
where?
just look at me like that's cool, motherfucker, it's a problem. Because now I'm open like a motherfucking crab shell, and
And a Red Lobster.
the little soft shit is showing.
The dead man is showing.
But, I mean, the thing is this. You don't say it unless you mean it. That's not something to play with because that can open up a whole different Pandora's box.
And with that in mind, don't move. Call in. We want to know, how do you feel on that? 855-960-3699. Somebody says they love you. Do you feel obligated to have to say it back? Or have you not said it back? Call it. We're back. In love. They said it's one of the 3 sexiest words a woman can say to a man. Y'all, see, you didn't even understand what I'm saying. It didn't say what a woman.
Maybe if you would have read it.
It didn't say what a man said to a woman. Because when a woman tells a man, I love you, for me at least, that means, okay, it's all systems go.
Yeah.
So I can come back if I'm feeling that way. Boom. Okay, your second marriage, Mark. Who said I love you first? Your ass. Just say it.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
I don't care what he thinks.
There's nothing wrong with it. Why you never done it?
Because
That part.
I think women, I think we tend to I don't necessarily want to say fall in love easier, but we're more susceptible to
You're
love.
nurturers.
We love, so we love, and I feel like we expose ourselves a lot. If we tell a man that I love them, it makes them nervous. Sometimes it'll make them retreat. All the things that happen to a man, majority of the time, doesn't happen when it's reversed. And I can't say all the time, but majority of the time, it's not the same thing. And like if a man tells us that we love them, we're usually already feeling that way anyway. Right. And we don't. It's going to be harder for us. We don't really run and we don't back down and we don't start rethinking things the way men do. So that's why that has been.
So we want you to call in 855-960-3699. If you can tell us, has someone said they love you and you didn't respond, or do you have to give a response at that moment in order for it not to be an awkward moment?
I would say it has to be appropriate to the way you feel. And I don't think you should hold out saying I love you if that is the way you feel. What
made you say it the first time?
Because
what was going on? That's what I'm asking. Were you in the bathroom? Were you coming out to shower? No, that's not gonna be funny. I'm just saying, what was happening at that moment that you decide I need to tell her I love her?
I don't remember. It was a while ago. I can't recall. I can think about it, maybe come back to it later. But I could say even for my second wife, it was more mutual. We both kind of knew that feeling was there. But I would say, again, part of the game of being in love is vulnerability.
What?
Vulnerability.
Sorry, do you not understand? Vulnerability. Okay. Being vulnerable is part of that. And you run the risk of getting hurt. And if you're afraid of getting hurt.
That's not a word.
As I look at John's face.
If you're afraid of getting hurt, then you shouldn't get into the game.
It's not that I'm afraid of getting hurt. I wasn't afraid of getting hurt. Yeah. It was I didn't want to say it, and then she's like in the movie.
But how would you feel?
Mo Better Blues when Denzel, she said, "You said you love him." Dan was like, "No, I never said that. I ain't say I love you."
Yeah, but how you gonna feel? You're gonna feel hurt. You're gonna feel left out there. You're like, I'm not gonna put myself out there.
Not unless she said. Now, if she says it, and I'm feeling that way. I love you too.
Yeah, but what if you don't?
If
she took the risk to do it.
Because I'm figuring if we're at that point, it's not like I was hitting that for 2 days and she said I love you.
All right, well, let me say this. Would you say it? Normally, people are going to think, right, and they're going to say it when the relationship is gone.
Speedy and Apollo Legend.
Because I be walking through my whole day, I keep saying normally, and in my mind I'm going, what's normally got to do with it?
I didn't say normally, I said normally. But the thing is that...
It's called jokes.
Well, yeah, be funny. The thing is...
Can you?
That, You're going to say it when you should have an inkling that the other person is feeling the same way.
Now, if you can't get through on the lines, because the lines are blowing up, you can go on our social media, which is speedyandfriends.net. Post your answer on there.
So my question to you, Speedy, once you say the words "I love you,"
it's a wrap.
That's what I'm saying. Is it mentally the relationship is now going downhill because these words have been said, to me, or does it go to another level?
The relationship's about to go to another level. Now we can move on, because first it was just, I'm fucking, this is cool, I know you. If the woman comes to me and go, yo, I just want to let you know I love you, I think you the shit.
So in that split second, do you determine whether you're going to love back or you're going to retreat, as Kanisha Buss?
I'm going to love back because I'm going to get some Jordan.
So who said it first between you and your wife? Who said it first between you and your wife?
She did.
No, you did.
Did you feel that way at the time when she said it?
Yeah.
No.
Were you ready to tell her that? Could you have told her?
I could have told her, but
why didn't you?
Because I didn't know she felt the same.
Because you're a bitch.
Let's get to the phone.
Speedy, you was in love with her when you met her.
855-960-3699. Call in and let us know, as far as the word love, if someone says it to you, do you need to respond right then? What happened in a situation when someone told you they love you, and was you like, you cool, and give them a pat on the shoulder? You don't want that shit.
So did you start crying when she told you?
I love you too.
Did you?
Let's get to the phone.
Yeah, he did.
John, you got to work that mute button.
Soft. You did.
Remember, when we come to you, make sure you say the words "roll out" before we get to you. That way you don't roll out. 855.
Share my biscuit with you.
855.
I'll share it with nobody.
3699 is the number.
I love you, but you can't come in the bathroom while I pee.
Yeah, you can't. Do it.
That's gonna cut off by itself.
I'm with that. I don't want it.
Online number one. Go ahead, baby girl.
We have Low in the building.
L to the O.
Part of love, half of love.
Roll out, everybody, roll out.
Roll out, brother. Talk to me, bang.
So, I'm an old head. Just to let you know, I've been around for a minute, so the way I feel about it, comes with some wisdom. So, I want to say first, that's a very serious phrase. When someone says it to you, you should, if a woman's going to say it to you, you should take it seriously. You should act on it. If you need to, you should tell her how you feel. You should be really, really real about it. And also, you shouldn't be afraid to say it yourself. You shouldn't be afraid of being vulnerable.
Absolutely.
90% of the time, that's the way to look at it. But there's another 10% of the time, you may need to look at it different. Like if you rocking the living shit out of it, and if you got her in the height of ecstasy, you hitting it like you ain't hit it in a few months, you like, damn, I should get a medal for this shit. And all of a sudden, she whispering in your ear, oh, Lo, I love you. You better say I love you back.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem.
Especially if you ain't got a nut yet, nigga, okay? You better do that shit right now, or she's going to push your ass up off of it and you're going to walk away with blue balls. So, it's two ways to look at it. There's just two ways to look at it.
So you do feel like it's okay for a man to say it first?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
I've been married a few times. And,
what's a few? Come on, give me the number.
I'm on number 4 right now.
There you
go. I'm on number 4. And I believe in love, though. I believe in love. I believe love is a beautiful thing. And especially love between a man and a woman.
You believe in divorce, too.
Divorce?
Oh, you know what? I got good at it. I ain't good at divorce.
There you go.
I'm good at it.
I love you, bitch, but I'm out.
Divorce is beautiful when you do it with the right person.
There you go. And the right lawyer.
Thank you for the phone call, Lo. Appreciate that. Great point of view.
Yeah.
On that.
I would definitely say once the gates are open, once the first I love you, then I'm I love you crazy. I would say that shit every 10 minutes. Once the gates open, and men love it, but I love to hear it back. And I be like, baby, say it again.
Yeah, I think once it's done. That's why I said I'd rather wait for the woman to say it, because when I'm there, I'm going to say it after that.
Oh, I love it all the time.
I'll be damn. I'll be like, I love you. And then you hit me with the cool. Huh?
Y'all are scared, man. You got to be willing to say it and let it go.
You're gay.
Let it
Who's
go.
next?
Remington.
Remington, you were there?
Remington.
Roll out.
Roll out, brother. Tell me how you feel on that, bro.
I was dating this one girl. We was like a week into the relationship, and she told me she loved me. I dumped her ass.
Way to go, Remington. Way to go.
Crazy.
But what was going on at the time she told you that? What was going on?
Nothing. We ain't even fucked yet.
Oh, she crazy.
Oh, yeah.
How long has she known you?
Exactly.
She was crazy.
Exactly. We ain't known each other for too long. I was working with her for a minute, but no, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, well, that's understandable.
She hadn't seen your crazy side yet to say I love you.
All right.
You got to see the crazy side of motherfucking pre-tell me that. Thank you for the phone call, Remington.
Now I want to ask Kanisha this question.
Please.
No, he said they hadn't been screwed yet, and it was early. So in a situation, if you do get it with a gentleman and he's portraying the guy that you think this future will hold, do you guys vision that? You see the whole relationship going to this place, and then you, whether you say it or not, and you see like, oh, I do love this guy. If he continues to be this guy that he's portraying right here, is it more visual for that response?
It's definitely visual. I think with women, when we meet you, we'll start to plan out stuff in our head and see if we can even see you in that position or where we're going to put you. Just like knowing you, we know we're going to have sex with you or not, and then what's it going to lead to. But yes, I'll see a whole future after a couple of days of talking to somebody. I will imagine that future and the kids, and if it's who he's being right now, that I can continue to be happy with. That does happen.
And I will say this,
and that's where guys, we are blind to that.
Yeah, we don't see that.
Yeah.
I'll say that I met before I got married, a lot of women that saw me with my kids and how I was interactive, always in their life, that they were like, that's what I want. And I know that you're that type of guy. I would love for you to be that way with my kids, or we've had a kid. And I heard women tell me that all the time, like, yo, you're fucking
too.
great. Stupid.
Let's be real.
All right, we got Memphis.
Johnson didn't tell you that?
Out of OKC, Memphis, what it do, man?
Memphis.
You're that type of guy. I would love.
Memphis, where
Turn
you
the
at?
house down, baby.
Oh, roll out.
Roll out.
Listen to the phone, not the radio.
Talk to me, Memphis. What it do?
I want to say it's good to have Kanisha back and been missing her.
Oh, hi, baby.
That's right. It's all good.
And I want to give a shout out to my boy Lowe from ATL. He's a truck driver just like me.
Oh, okay. Right. Blowing horns.
Yeah, now about that word, I love you.
It's 3 words.
Afraid.
But however you want to put it together.
Well, I mean, for you to tell a woman you love them, you open yourself up for a can of whoop ass.
Yes, see, I told him.
So?
Cause see, the minute you make that commitment, they feel like you're obligated.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Turn your radio down.
But if you do something or say something, the first thing they gonna say, well, I thought you said you love me.
Bam.
You know what I'm saying?
So you wait for a woman to tell you, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Because I want to see, do you really love me? Because I'm not going to tell you I love you, and I know I really love you, but I'm going to wait on you to tell me that. I'm going to wait on you to tell me that you love me before I open myself up.
Okay.
So, Memphis, you can't tell maybe there's a possibility that she loves you too?
Yeah, I can already tell it, but I want her to tell me that.
See? I'm with you, Memphis. You got to tell me you won't love me.
So it's the mental lock-in.
But if she's thinking the same way.
You can show me anything of the world, but for you to tell me you love me, I got to see it, then I got to see that you mean what you say.
What I tell you. Okay. Thank you, Memphis.
I open myself up to that.
I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah, because John wasn't following you at first.
What the fuck is he talking about?
He turned his levels up.
If you love me, and I love me too, and you love me like I love me, you say you love me.
And I don't want you obligating me.
Because I love me.
You got to tell me
that I love me
for me to tell you and see that you love it on me.
But Speedy,
and that's me. On the phone, let's talk to me. Look here, me.
Speedy, on that same tip, when you said you could have told your wife first, did you not tell that she loved you? I mean, were you surprised when she told you?
I was putting it on her. I know that. Just like
that's the only reason why?
That, and I'm a great dude. I'm a great motherfucking catch.
A great Dane.
If any woman could catch you,
I am a great catch. I'm a great dude.
Why?
As I am. I'm very respectful, brother.
Same very modest. You're very modest.
Very modest. Very low key. But I know I'm a great catch. So once I get with a woman and we really start going, and then you got to have a fight. I don't think no relationship could ever be fulfilled without having.
You never know your enemy until you fight him.
What's fulfilled?
You never know him.
It's a force field. It's something that goes around.
Ford Field. That's in Detroit, right?
On the phone out of Texas, we got Clyde on the phone. Clyde, please talk to me.
Roll out.
Roll out. Talk to me, man. Tell me how you feel.
Well, it's some really important shit because love changes lives.
Okay.
It does things. It's not just something that sits on the shelf and you kind of look at it like it's real pretty, because love can be pretty and love can be ugly.
All right.
I said that.
And the thing about it, truth and love gives voice and shape and form to action that preserves and gives life and prolongs life and improves life. So you can't be bullshitting when you say that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have a lot of really damaged-ass people out there.
Yes.
I mean, they just fucked up, and they have a problem understanding the difference between the wolf and somebody who's going to shepherd them. So a lot of times you got people that say, I love you right away, and they don't hit a wolf and see the teeth and feel that slobber dropping on them, and the wolf beat them, bit their ass, and pretty soon they can love somebody, but they hurt them too.
Yeah.
So what happens is you get two damaged people together, they're capable of love, but fear is fucking them up so much that they can't do what love does for each other because they're afraid because of that past.
Wow. You need to write a book, motherfucker. You good.
Clyde, that's some way too deep for our show.
Yeah.
Clyde, are you in the library?
You know Little Red Riding Hood.
That's that shit you be smoking.
That was good, but that was very, very true.
That was
honest.
Thank you for the phone call, Clyde. That was fucking.
But I said off air, I'm glad Clyde said that because love is its own beast.
Yes.
That's when you open that door, but unconsciously, that's why you say, I don't want to say it first because then you will turn to that beast. So you will become that wolf.
Well, I don't know if it's the beast more say than if I say I love you and you don't say it back. That's the fear. I think, like you said, most women are more geared to say it first than a man would be. That's why I figured it was always easier if the woman said, I love you, and I'm like, cool, I can roll.
Yeah.
Or, because for me to say it and you go, okay, now you talking about awkward? Bitch,
I don't think it should be defined by male or female. It's the person who's involved with that, who's willing to take that chance to go into this beast realm.
I'm going to go with this. Normally.
The fuck does normally have to do?
And with that in mind, we'll take a quick break. Come right back. It's the Rollout Show. It's the Rollout Show right here
yes,
on the Foxxhole. It is now time for
Tuesday Tips. Yes.
Tuesday Tips.
Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. It is your girl, Carol.
Hilarious. Carol. Sexy Carol.
Sexy Carol with your Tuesday Tips. Today, this tip is for young mothers out there. Do not add water to breast milk. A lot of people, it's called formula stretching, but it can, and there's a family that is on trial right now for the murder of their child because they were adding water to the breast milk.
What does that do?
Well, what it does, it causes the electrolytes and the sodium levels to drop, which causes brain damage, brain swelling. Also for you'll have behavioral problems, memory problems, judgment problems, and basically they're suffering from water toxicity, which includes grogginess, confusion, twitching, seizures. Those are the beginning stages of it, if you recognize it. And
it doesn't matter how much, just adding water, period.
Adding water, period, because your child should not be having any water like that before 6 months old. And between 6 and 12 months, it should be in small amounts, no more than 1 to 3 ounces at a time. And some people, they stretch their breast milk, and when they should have been mixing it with formula, she was mixing just with water because she was saying that their defense is that we don't have any money. But what people have to understand is there are state programs that will provide WIC, and they will give you formula. So if you feel like you don't have the money to provide for that child, all you have to do is go sign up and they will give you WIC so that you're able to get that formula. But the big thing is people feel like, oh, it's my breast milk, I can water it down, and a lot of people don't know, do not add any water to breast milk.
Have a kid. So I do remember my kids when they're little and their little mouth be dry and you be wanting to give them water. And so I go, oh, no, give them no water. But I never knew the reason why not to give them water. I just knew not at those early stages not to give them water, just give them some more milk. Their little mouth be all white and milky. They'd be like, let me just pour a little dab on there. Like, nah.
So you used to breastfeed?
Yes.
You're a beautiful dad.
You are a catch.
You are. Bitch, I can breastfeed. What can you do?
Need your titty milk.
So basically, stay away from the water. And that is my Tuesday tips. Do not add water. Seek out WIC.
No, it's because food is fucked up. Cloning food and all that. So the women can't produce the milk.
They should be able to.
Fluid enough, no pun intended, to not stretch it?
Yes, that's
that what's going on?
in this particular case, she wasn't producing enough milk, so she wanted to add. She was adding the water to it.
And apparently, she only wanted to do.
What do parents got to do with this?
Well, not even that. She's saying not only that, she couldn't afford the formula. That's their defense. Is I couldn't afford the formula.
And the baby passed away.
And the baby did pass away.
Sorry to hear that.
So
Well, it seemed like she should have drank more water things to help produce enough milk.
Who the fuck are you?
Because you're born naturally, you're supposed to be able to do that, produce that much milk.
Yes.
You're producing the excess of milk. And women get so much they need more to pump out and stuff like that because their breasts fill up.
And they do say in the high poverty areas that they are suffering from not having enough formula and things like that. And when you're not able to eat, you don't have the money to feed your child, you definitely don't have the money to feed yourself properly and make sure that you're on right nutrition.
No, I understand what you're saying.
You don't. No, you don't, because I didn't even say shit.
I wasn't against you, Tito, when you were saying that.
So that's the...
Right, my bad.
Stress will have you fucked
all
up.
that. Yes.
So, yeah.
So when you can't provide, then that leads to stress. And then the stress leads to you not being able to provide. It's a cycle. But one thing people do have to be aware of is seek out those programs that are available
and
to
if you have a friend that's pregnant, just had a baby, relay this message to them. Because I didn't know, but I knew that I didn't know why not to give a baby water. I just knew not to give them water until maybe like 7 months. Yeah,
they shouldn't have any water up until 6 months, and between 6 and 12, no more than 1 to 3 ounces at a time.
Yeah. And you know, black, we don't do ounces. Just put something in the hand.
Yeah.
Pour that in your mouth.
So, and this doesn't even have to do with
witchcraft. Sorry, John.
Witchcraft.
Your hand is an ounce.
And that's for everybody. This is not just for people in poverty. Like anybody anywhere might not know I can't add water to my breast milk. So this is just general information.
Yeah, if Speedy didn't know, I know a lot of people didn't know. So that's good information.
So you just feel like,
I know what I'm saying, but you did it, Speedy. As I'm saying, this is a generational thing now. So, you know, these kids are way far from not knowing.
Yes, they don't pass on any of that
And I do believe that a woman should always breastfeed kids.
Oh, yeah.
Before you get to formula. Yeah, before you get to the formula.
That's what it's for.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah,
I mean,
and you going to breastfeed?
No, I'm against breastfeeding.
And the
I don't
biggest,
like
the biggest difference
hold it, nigga. You not going to breastfeed?
No, I never. No. Nobody in my family's ever breastfed. I just don't want to.
You don't want a smart child.
No.
It's a proven fact that they're smarter. They are more healthier.
So none of y'all was breastfed, then maybe Teeter.
Thank you.
I mean, it's funny.
John was breastfed.
I'm being real. I'm being real. I know.
Well,
I know
that titty, I miss it.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, the gallons that came out of that baby.
She drank water.
Mine wasn't watered down, I tell you. Straight from the fucking tap.
She get that water out the hose. All kind of ingredients in that one.
She hit a double up.
There's another one? Oh, my God.
Here you go, John. Thank you, Mom. Like 9 years old. Thank you, Mom.
He ain't getting no Evian.
It makes my cereal even more soggy.
Sell the electrolytes in there.
You got to breastfeed.
No, I mean, you could tell me that, but I'm telling you that I'm not.
And I told you, I said, when that time come and the little Kanisha's here or Carl, whoever he may be, you're going to breastfeed.
I know you tell me that.
Because it makes you feel closer to your child.
You think that, but you have to understand, I come from a family of people
I'm going to duct tape
break the cycle.
Put the titty in
I'm not
his
breaking
mouth.
the cycle. I'm not going through all those bite marks. I'm not going through sitting up having to
get
pump.
bite marks?
I'm not. Yes, you do. I'm not going through any of that. I'm not putting myself through that.
Just wait till we get here. All that shit going to change.
It is. I told you that.
These are mine. They're not for no baby.
They're not yours.
Selfish.
They start filling up with milk, you're gonna want to get rid of
And you gotta. Then you have to be around your baby more, and they don't want to go.
Wow.
them.
Then you
That sound like
be around your
another
baby
segment.
more.
That sound like another segment.
Because they're super attached, and they don't.
They're supposed to. That's your
And
child.
you to the
can't.
child.
Well, I got shit to do. I can't. They need to go to a
You
babysitter.
ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, I do.
You got
the
rehab,
cycle
man.
of
You better
neglect.
So, and I'm not gonna stop drinking. No, I'm not doing none of that.
What
You
the
can drink wine. You
fuck?
can drink wine and beer while you breastfeed.
I'm not gonna be spending
I
the next
slapped
2
you
years
down.
doing whatever.
And that's why you,
You
fucked
can't
up.
read, nigga.
That's why
Well,
you fucked
can.
My child will be very smart. You got to remember, I'm a child development specialist, so I'll be able to do everything that they need to do mentally
Not drinking.
to prepare them.
You ain't gonna be 9 months drinking.
No, I'll be 3 months. Most people don't even know until their first trimester. I'll be fine.
How many times have you got drunk and yelled out, "I'm a child development specialist, bitch"? Does it come out there?
I did missionary work in Mexico
when I was 3. Yes.
You need to be more mature.
I'm mature than a motherfucker. Shit.
I was an alcoholic to 5 years old.
Kanisha, you cannot drink while you're pregnant.
You can't. Okay, yeah, you're right, ish. But the doctor will tell you can have wine, red wine.
No,
yeah,
you can have wine. You can, not too much though.
This nigga, you motherfuckers are the worst.
No, it's good for your heart.
No,
it is.
Look
Look
at
it
the
up.
baby.
Speedy,
it's good for their heart.
Just because you didn't drink while you were pregnant, we understand.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going to be thrown back Long Island.
You are.
No,
I know you.
No,
that's not true.
I haven't even drank really since I've been hurt. I've had like 4 drinks.
And what were they?
I had a sip at my birthday party.
What was it?
Semen. I'm sorry, Seagram.
Semen, gin and juice.
I am very appalled at you right now.
I don't care.
Appalled?
I'm not having
What
you,
does
baby.
Chris Paul got to do with this?
It ain't his fault.
When you're pregnant, I'm making sure you get all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna change, Speedy. You
I know.
She just talking.
I've known women like that. But
She's selling wolf tickets.
But you say that you have to understand.
I've seen you take a teddy bear and hold this motherfucker like he the real
I'm
shit.
going to love and you got to remember when my sister had her baby at 13, I was 17. They wrapped my niece to me to keep her body temperature up. I've had a baby since she was a baby. Yes, and they had us wrapped together, so I'm attached to children. I did everything with her. Like I know I know that feeling. But that doesn't mean I have to breastfeed. I come from a family of people who don't breastfeed.
Why didn't
everybody's
they breastfeed?
okay because don't nobody want to do that raggedy ass shit. We don't have to do that. You don't have to make.
Why is it raggedy?
I don't have to do that because you want me to do it. I feel like
Bitch, you gonna do
ridiculous. I think it's stupid. I can't make
You
a
gonna do
bottle. I got to pull my titty out in the middle of the market. I'm not going through all that.
You get a cover. You cover it
No,
up.
my sister on my dad's side, she did it, and she didn't do it the second time. She was like, it was the worst thing ever, and I don't suggest it.
Bust a bus.
I'm not gonna
This ain't
do
real
something.
To you. This ain't.
Why
You just talking.
No,
Because you did not make one air patty. When you make an air patty, I know it's real. You just talking.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I seen you hug a teddy bear.
That doesn't take away from the love and nothing. That breastfeeding versus non. Do you know how many people don't breastfeed? That doesn't mean you love your child any less.
No,
So,
it means your baby done.
no, it does not.
Once you look into them eyes,
Obama wasn't
you'll
breastfed,
change.
but
How you know?
it doesn't have nothing to do.
Was you there?
So you're saying people who didn't breastfeed don't love their kids?
No, I didn't say
Okay.
that. I never said that.
Well,
I
then
said they're
that's what
dumb.
I don't have to.
I said the kids are dumb.
That's dumb.
I said the kids
I
are
think
dumb.
breastfeeding is stupid.
I think the kids are dumb.
So
You think it's stupid?
I
Really?
do.
Were you
I do.
breastfed?
No,
it's
I
not-
just told you nobody in my family.
Kanisha, I can tell you stupid is coming from God. That's a human body's made to do that.
Okay, well I don't have to
Religion
agree.
got to do with
Can
it.
you stop? Can you bring it down a notch?
I don't
You
have
scared the
to
shit out of
agree.
me
What do you want me to
the
breastfeed my baby on a dinosaur next?
Can I breastfeed you?
other day. Can you breastfeed? Why don't you practice on me?
No,
I'm going to make you work for
that's annoying as hell. I'm not about to sit up and be doing that all day.
Ain't
No.
annoying.
It's not an all day.
Can't wait for you. I hope you get pregnant.
Stop the neglect.
I'm
Putting it
probably
out
not
there.
going
Yes,
to.
you are. You going? You didn't think your knee was gonna blow out.
I sure didn't.
So guess what?
Well, she never was that adamant that it was never going.
I think the doctor got her pregnant.
Yeah. The third time you came to the operating table, lift that sheet.
You're gonna breastfeed mine, lady.
You got a dot.
You have nowhere to go. Take me out.
No, I just.
You're gonna be a great
breastfeeding is-
mom.
I'm gonna be fantastic. Well, breastfeeding does not have to be a part of that. I think that's crazy.
Everywhere you go, that baby gonna be
I
strapped
think
to your
that's
back. and y'all
crazy.
be
I'm
riding
gonna
around.
have my baby, but it's not gonna be have no titties in his mouth.
Sure.
I can tell you that now.
Now, what if your baby like that? Mama, got mama.
What do you mean? There's a bottle, and I will teach you. I will feed you gently through the bottle, but you ain't getting no damn breasts.
Wow.
I'm not about to deflate my
You're a
titties
racist.
over nobody.
So selfish.
You're a racist.
That's not selfish. I'm not going to mess my boobs up. I seen what my sister's titties looks like after she did it. That's enough reason alone for me not to do it, to be
It's all
honest.
part of being a mother.
Stretch
Sagging
marks
titties
was
is
enough.
about being a mother.
No. I already got
We know we're gonna get you at the baby shower. We all gonna pitch in and get you a nice pump.
And well, and that motherfucker have liquor in it.
Wow. Hey, y'all, who want a margarita?
Want a Kahlua?
Let the baby finish first, and then we'll hook it up.
Yeah, you can be an amazing parent without breastfeeding.
No, you can't.
Yes,
you need to breastfeed.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna get a doctor down here.
You can get a doctor down here. Do I know? I know the statistics. I know how much healthier it is.
So
I
you
know
can
all
say
those things, but
statistics,
I
but you
don't
can't say
care,
animals.
and
You
that's
want
what I
to
want you to
you want to
understand.
shortchange your child.
It's not
the
about.
best
Do you
that
know how
can
many
get
people have not breastfed? That you just sound dumb to me.
I
Like you
understand
know
that.
how many
No,
people?
no.
I wasn't breastfed, and I'm fantastic.
So you and
My
Obama.
thing is that you're very adamant against it. Like you at least said, It's an option.
No,
And if you
because
don't
it's
try to
not.
do
I'm not going to
something-
lie to you, and
You
I'm not
said
going
it
to
was
tell
some
you.
stupid shit to do.
Yeah, for me, that's how I feel about it. I think it's dumb. Do I know all the benefits and all the stuff? Of course I do. Of course I learned
Name
about
3
that.
of them.
I know all that. I know that it is better for the baby's teeth development. I know that it is very, it's better for nutritional values.
grow
and
bigger
they
and
do
stronger.
grow bigger, and they do, well, they can grow bigger and they can grow stronger.
So you wouldn't
mental
want that for your
development,
child?
all that stuff. They're gonna still be fine.
No.
Oh, they don't got. Listen, as long as they try hard, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, rotten tooth motherfucker, try harder.
Brush the one in the front. Fuck them other ones.
So I know all those things, and then with knowing all those things, you come around. How do I supplement that?
Bus
Okay.
is hysterical.
My ex breastfed my daughter for 2 years. For 2 years straight, she didn't have a sniffle. She
Oh
didn't have
yeah,
a
it does, and that's
And I've
true.
been through it. My son didn't get it because his mom was too lazy to do the shit.
Yeah.
And
He
I'm
caught
telling
everything in the world.
And Speedy, you know, how many times was
everything.
I taking them for ear infections?
But you know what? How many times were the people that were holding the baby washing their hands? Was the baby and
You ain't gonna let
were they
nobody
holding?
same thing with the baby that was getting breastfed. She didn't have a sniffle.
Okay.
She was playing with shit on the floor, the damn shit, playing with that and putting it back in
But
her
you know
mouth.
what?
Never
They're
got sick.
also, and that's why there's a whole aisle for children's cough syrup.
Wow.
That's a whole lot extra in the
aisle.
budget.
But you know what? That has to do with the way you feed and take care of your children as well, and the environment that you have. them.
breast milk, they
But
should-
I know that I'm not
child don't get sick
disagreeing
from
with you on that. I'm just telling you I don't give a fuck.
It's a practical
Kanisha,
thing for your
Kanisha,
time.
You're not actually pregnant. You let it go now.
Oh, not she's
No baby.
having a
You don't know
miscarriage
that.
off distress right
Take
now.
a breathe. Take a breathe. Breathe.
I'm not upset.
I didn't say you were. I need you to
Okay,
be
I don't.
sure.
I have to
You
breathe.
just slapped me.
I don't have to breathe. I'll
just
hold my
slapped
breath until we leave.
Can you give it to a smart guy?
Speaking of breathing, happy birthday to Grace Jones.
Oh,
It's her
yes,
birthday
beautiful.
today.
Pull
One
up
of
to
the
the bumper.
greatest quarterbacks in New Orleans Saints history, Archie Manning's birthday today. And the big ticket, the man who changed the game
Yes.
as far as motherfuckers getting their money, Kevin Garnett. Happy birthday as well. KG. Y2KG, as we call it.
It's a Rollout Show. We'll be right back as we try to get her pregnant and breastfeed these kids.
I'm going to suck them titties.
It's a Rollout Show. Don't forget, this weekend we're in South Carolina, down at Myrtle Beach for the Black Bike Weekend. So come on down, hang out with us. 2 comedy shows Friday and Saturday. As a special treat for everyone Thursday. So go to our website, speedyandfriends.net.
Yes.
And you can see what that is and come hang out with us, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So tomorrow we won't be in here. We have a different, we're going to play some of our highlight shows.
Yeah,
Hannah
the
Montana
best
got to do with it.
The best of it tomorrow, the best of Thursday, and the best of Fridays. So you'll be able to get a bar of that. Go ahead, Mark Howard.
On Facebook, like me, comedian Mark Howard.
Yeah.
Twitter, follow me, comedian Mark Howard. On Instagram, I make you laugh 1.
Impossible.
No breastfeed. Go ahead.
All right. Don't forget you can catch a replay on SiriusXM.com/on-demand. So don't forget Kanisha Buss, KANISHABUSS.com, or Kanisha is Comedy on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you donate $20 or more to my GoFundMe for my knee stuff, and you will be able to get a movie. Make sure you email me, though, your address. And that's it, guys. Love you.
And we will have our shirts with us.
If I put
Yeah.
$30 in, will you breastfeed?
No.
Teeter.
Oh, man.
Teeter.
Thank you to the special guests, Pooh Bear, Tom Green, and Anthony Lewis for stopping by. Rollout Show. This is TDP, Mr. 123 Knox. Baby, yes, Teeter is on Twitter. DJ Alwayz, that's always with a Z, on Twitter.
And our photographer? Yeah, him. Yeah, okay. You're doing the photographer, baby.
Oh, KDSG?
KSDG Photography.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. I was about to say KSDG Photography. KSDG at Gmail. He does kids' parties, proms coming up.
He is a professional.
And he's very professional.
And for me, it's Speedy is funny. That's Speedy IZ funny.
Inconceivable.
On everything. And on Facebook, it's Comedian Speedy. Again, hang out with us this weekend. We about to do the damn thing. John, we're going to miss you.
John not going.
John can't go.
You might be
What happened?
with someone else, but I still see that you want to listen to an and friends never need
no formula.
Because I know, you know, I'm not
We gonna be like, we told you so.
I didn't even have nothing because I'm getting irritated.
Yeah, you are.
You said you weren't mad.
I'm not mad. I'm irritated. With a nigga like Speedy
Same
and
thing.
friends never need
What?
no one else. 'Cause I know you know I'm fucking with the rollout show.
I got it.
Yeah. Fuck it up, Speedy.
Even if it's somebody else's, but not for long.
Breastfeeding ass nigga.
But not for long. You might be with someone else, but I still see that you wanna fuck with a nigga like Speedy.
Hell no.
Wife.
Did you say?
No
one else.
Come on, Speedy. I know you know.
What did you say?
I'm gonna
And
be
his
like, I
wife.
told you so. Speedy got
I
busted.
gotta leave her alone.
Menage a trois.
Oh, married ass nigga.
Hey, we gotta go. Thank you, everybody, for listening
Yes,
to the show today, taking the
definitely.
time out to spend with us. So once again, shout out to all our guests who hung out with us, and go support all the things that they're got going on, and we'll have the information posted on our website.
We sure
as well.
will.
Good morning, Moscow.
Myrtle Beach, here we come.
We're on our way. We're walking out the door now. Thank you again, John. You're fucking incredible. DJ always has the gunshots back, even when they don't fit.
Bang, bang, bang.
They stole my whole story.
Hey, my son's not with me no more.
Bang, 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 bang.
My baby ain't smart because I didn't breastfeed him. All right, you guys, make sure you stay tuned because up next is the Foxxhole Tuesday Midday Mix with the one and only DJ Fat Fingers. Yep.
Shout out to Tiffany. The one
DJ
she
Breastfeed.
just put up a card and say me.